Good morning, and welcome to the land of long live play where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to episode 100 of the PlayStation Experience. It is I, as always, your boy Dat Ninja Dev, and I am joined by my main man down in Florida, Mr. Delvin Cox. How are you this fine Sunday morning?
I am doing good. Episode 100 is finally here. This is awesome. This is great. I don't know what else to say.
I mean, that's it right there, man. The century mark. We made it. We freaking made it. Also joining us, as always, is the Secretary of the Spoil, the Platinum Princess, hailing all the way from the Great White North, Miss Haley Nicole Miller. How are you this Sunday morning?
Fuck you, Delvin. French toast is number one.
Ooh, well, there it is. I mean, she's not wrong.
No,
She's not wrong. No,
I'm not wrong. You know it.
No.
The entire Discord this entire week has let you know just how wrong you are in your beliefs of your breakfast ratings.
It's okay
wrong.
for the whole Discord to be wrong. I'll accept that. They're wrong.
So statistically, if you're the one being called out and literally everyone else is of the same opinion, have you ever thought that maybe you're in the wrong?
No, I just think that y'all are just idiots. So that's all there's to it. Y'all are all just
I'm an idiot, but I'm not wrong about French toast.
You guys
Yeah,
all
I
wrong.
definitely can be an idiot, but French toast is that shit.
Y'all just all have wrong opinions, and it's okay. I've learned through these last 4 years to accept people for who they are, even if they're wrong. If nothing else, these past 4 years has taught me it's to unite people through diversity. And they accept them because Lord knows this country is united in everything they do.
Yeah, totally.
Too bad you can't unite people through French toast, because that would be the way to do it. You're creating division with this pancakes nonsense. You're creating strife, division, frustration, and anger.
See,
French
look,
toast is nothing but love.
I don't have nothing against French toast. French toast is okay to me. Now, waffles can die slow.
You can fuck off to the grave, sir. Waffles are fucking fantastic too.
Nah, waffles can die slow. French toast is okay. It's a solid number 2.
Wow.
You're fucking insane.
I don't even know you right now.
Well, yes, I am.
Just nonsense. Just nonsense. Absolute shenanigans. Anyways, let's get into the Calorie Bodies week. Well, let's start with you, Haley. How was your week? Hopefully, you had some French toast this week too.
Oh, I did. Do you not remember me specifically tagging Delvin on Thursday night that I had 9 pieces of French toast with real maple syrup for dinner?
That is correct. It's beautiful.
I had 9 pieces of French toast for dinner with real maple syrup.
That can't be healthy.
Probably not, but it was delightful. And then what else? Work's been all right. I love when people call in, and I had one call in last night, and they were like, "Hey, can you give me my member number?" And like, obviously, it's a scripted environment, right? So like, I have to do what the script says, and the script goes, "Hey, I can't give you that over the phone. You need to call this number during these hours." And they got upset that I couldn't give it to them over the phone. I'm like, "Ma'am, I can't assist you with that. Sorry. Sorry that I can't, do things that would break the rules. But, other than that, work's just been a slog. Sometimes it's call after call. Other times it's just, hey, you've got 30 minutes of availability between a call. And no in between." So, on the television watching front, it's I did not watch the early release of the Walking Dead episode last week because I heard it was slow, and I was like, all right, well, if that episode's slow, I'll book 2 episodes back to back and just watch them through. And then I've got, let's see, I'm up to season 6 in Criminal Minds rewatch now. What else? Oh, Lucifer Season 6 started and someone immediately spoiled it for me, so there's that.
Wow, the internet.
It's the final season 2, so someone spoiled how the final season ended for me, so that's fun.
How you spoil that? Is the whole thing's out already?
Yeah, it's a Netflix show. It all comes
it's on
out at once.
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
It was only 10. It's only 10 episodes too. So like I've seen all of episode 1, which was really good. Then the start of episode 2, which addressed something that hadn't been addressed for the entire thing. Out of context spoilers that I think are entirely funny. Was like, would it kill you to knock? And a character that is fantastic in the show just goes, "Your door is an elevator." Like, so glad they finally addressed that 6 seasons in. And then other than that,
I have a question.
Yes.
About that show.
Yes.
Lucifer in canon on that show is the devil, correct?
Yeah, he's the actual devil. Yes.
Yes. So there's no higher power than him, right?
No, God is in the show.
Well, yeah, God, of course, but like what I'm trying to figure out is, how do you end the show with the devil? Like, he obviously can't die. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Spoilers for the end of season 5 of Lucifer. Yeah, he's God now.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't say he's not. He wasn't the whole show about him like kind of trying to be a good guy, like trying to be good. Like I watched the first season. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
That show is very good. So my favorite thing about the show is that yes and no. Like the entire show is essentially, as the producers describe it, this is their description. I'll give you mine in a second. Has been about the fact that this is a man who doesn't feel worthy. You know, the standard Lucifer fell from heaven for not wanting to, follow God's orders or whatnot, right? But then, essentially, this is a man who goes to Earth because he doesn't want to do hell anymore, and decides, and he meets a detective, and he just wants to be worthy of this one woman. And in doing so, becomes so enamored with her that he literally tries to become God and succeeded.
Boy, that's some grade A sipping.
I mean, so just for reference, in this show, angels are invulnerable to damage, but he wants to be worthy of this woman so much that when he's around her, he literally can take damage. Like he literally asks her to shoot him in the first episode, and he starts bleeding after she shoots him. And he's like, I don't understand what the hell is happening. And that's what the entire first season about, is him discovering that he's vulnerable around her. And it's great. And it moves on from there. And then, like, that show is really good. And obviously, it got canceled at season 3. Then Netflix picked it up for season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Then picked it up for season 5 and was like, all right, this is going to be the final season. Then there was another fan campaign to save it again. And Netflix was like, all right, here, we've extended season 5 by 6 episodes because it was a 10-episode order. And then we'll give you a 10-episode season 6, and that's it. And they were like, all right, cool. And so, I don't know. It's a really good show. I highly recommend it. Also, it is very loosely connected to the Arrowverse thanks to Crisis on Infinite Earths. So,
boy, DC fans will get a show on TV or get it done for them if they could, boy.
Yeah. They sure will. Yeah, I remember watching this first season because I think it aired on Fox.
Yes, it
but
was
even though it aired on Fox. I think NBC had something to do with it because I had to put in all the actual descriptors and stuff for it in our database. Mm-hmm. Like I think we had something to do with the production. So when I saw it come through, I was like, let me check this out. So I started watching it and everything. I was like, this is actually really good.
Yeah, it's really good. And then so like the set production just increased in like proper like value over the seasons. Like everything got better. And they've made a lot of callbacks to season 1 in what I've seen of season 6 so far. So that's pretty good. I'll watch it eventually, but someone just spoiled it for me. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break so I can hopefully forget the spoilers. Just because like I came to the show late. Like I didn't watch it from the start. Like I picked the show up in season 3. Which ironically has Tom Welling in it. I didn't pick it up because of him. I was interested in the show regardless, but like I didn't know he was in it until I started. His character's really interesting as well. I won't spoil who it is though. So
Was Lucifer and Constantine supposed to be in the same universe on TV?
I think so.
Maybe there was
Constantine was dope too.
Yes, I own. Delvin knows this because he's seen everything I own on YouTube. I own the first season of Constantine. It's very good. He's also very good in Legends of Tomorrow because Constantine's on that now as well. Actually, sorry, he was on that. Constantine is a character, just finished his run on Legends of Tomorrow, but Matt Ryan, the actor who's played Constantine from NBC's Constantine to Legends of Tomorrow, is still returning for next season. He'll be playing a different character. But that show was very good as well. Anyways, in the gaming front, I got my Series X this week, so I got a gripe to pick first before I even start about what I've been playing. Hi, I downloaded Gears 5 so I could finish it because I think I made it to like the part where like the snowy mine area.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Got nothing.
I know you do. But hi, if you tell me that it's a 44 gigabyte download and I download the game and go to play the campaign, and then you tell me while I've loaded the game because it tells me it's ready to play and finished downloading, that I now have to download an additional 19 gigabytes to install the campaign?
What is called
what the fuck?
This week? NBA 2K did it. I mean, it drove me insane.
Why?
I was furious.
Just have the campaign included in the thing. Just tell me it's a 65 gigabyte download. I don't care. I have the space. Why do I have to hit the button to install the campaign from within the game? Why?
That's so funny. I was watching Sean Capri stream last night. He was playing his Halo Saturdays or whatnot, and there was, I think it was Action. Zach was trying to download the game to jump in, and he had the same issue where it's like, it's ready to go. No, it's not.
Well, like, so that's the thing, though, is the tile told me that, like, hey, your game's ready to go. Go ahead and launch it. I launched the game. Which parts do you wish to install? And if I wish to install everything on that list, it was like an additional 138 gigabytes. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's annoying. So annoying.
Like, I don't need that much. I don't care about the multiplayer. I just want to finish the story. Like, I just want to finish the story. I don't care about Gears multiplayer. So I haven't even touched that yet. I have, however, started Tell Me Why. So that's very fun. What I've gotten so far, it's done well. Starts off brutal though. I can't even talk about the opening without spoiling it. It's very brutal. I like their presentation of the trans man character so far. We'll see how I feel going forward. Obviously, a trans man would have different feelings than I would, but from what I played, it's all right so far. I know there's some not great stuff coming up that other trans people have spoken about, so that'll be interesting. I still think it's nice that we got a game with a full protagonist like that. Otherwise, played some more Assassin's Creed Valhalla this week, just because they added more river raids and stuff, and they're gearing up for more content releases. So that there's that. I finished Hades. I had my 10th clear. So that's fun. I'm gonna keep working on it. I don't know that I'll platinum it just because some of the requirements to platinum that game seem out of my depth for that game. I enjoy it, but I don't know that I can reach one of the requirements, which is like you need to unlock the third of Skelly's prizes, which requires you to beat the game on 32 heat, and I sometimes struggle with the game on 5 heat. So don't know that I'll make that. But then played some more of my Last of Us permadeath for Last of Us 2. And people may have noticed that I reinstalled, because I posted in the Discord about it and tagged Donnie. I reinstalled The Last of Us Part 1 because I've been watching this guy on TikTok who's a psychologist who's using the game to teach concepts for therapy and stuff. So I downloaded it because watching him play through the game makes me want to play it again. So I'll do that. In my permadeath run for Last of Us 2, though, I just got to the point where you get shot with an arrow for the first time as Ellie.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Like your first encounter with the Seraphites as Ellie. And then I played Life is Strange, True Colors this morning. Oh boy, I've got a couple bones to pick. Why the fuck is your game locked at 30 frames per second? That is brutal. Also, hi, I paid for the Ultimate Edition. I couldn't start the game on Thursday after work.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff going around about there being some weird issue with being able to start the game.
So here's the thing. I could start the game, but I paid for the extra outfit packs. I fucking want the outfit packs, and they wouldn't let me install them until yesterday after work.
That's weird.
Damn.
Motherfucker.
How did they mess that up that bad? Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know. It was only affecting the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions. PS4 version of the game could install the outfits just fine. PS5 and the Xbox Series X/S were the only ones having the outfit installation error. Then the console itself was telling me that I did not own the Ultimate Edition, which I know I paid for because I have the receipt. And I bought the Ultimate Edition specifically because it includes the remaster of Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm, which of course got delayed, but you know. So that was fun to discover, and then they fixed that issue, but they didn't fix the outfits until this morning. So, as of this morning, I have only finished Chapter 1 and briefly started Chapter 2. Now, I am not going to spoil anything about this game. I do like what I felt with the DualSense features for Alex's powers. And also, weirdly enough, anytime you hug or handshake someone, they use the DualSense features, which is weird, but interesting. Yeah, so your first introduction to like your brother, like you're returning home, like you're moving to the town to go live with your brother after something. I'm not going to spoil what. One of the options is to hug your brother or handshake him. I chose to hug him. DualSense vibrated like a motherfucker.
Is that supposed to be like her empathy? Like she's feeling...
No, that's not even her power. Like, because later I gave a handshake to another character and it did the same thing. Her power, depending on what the character is feeling as you use her power, that changes the vibrational level in the controller. So like if a character's scared, you're not really feeling it that much. It's maybe a little bit, but if they're angry, oh boy.
Yeah.
It definitely goes. So the collectibles are interesting because you're of course accessing emotions with them. So I collected, I'm gonna be honest for people, I'm just using a guide to collect collectibles because this game's 30 frames per second. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back through and play chapters over to get the collectibles. Sorry if I spoil something for myself for this game. That's fine. I'm just gonna, get the collectibles, get my platinum, and move on. Because Deathloop
frames, baby, frames.
Because it's not even the frames really. Like, I know the remasters are also going to be 30 frames per second. It's the fact that it's not stable 30 frames per second. Like,
which is a crying shame at this stage in the game. There is absolutely no reason that we shouldn't be able to get a stable 30 frames at the least.
Like, it will drop sometimes when using Alex's power, so it's definitely frustrating. So I finished chapter 1, very interesting so far, and then I got the first collectible in chapter 2, which I don't think this character is actually in the game, but the collectible involved a memory about a trans character, and they were actually voiced. But I don't think for anything else they're going to be in the game. So that's a weird one, but yeah. So I'm liking what I played so far, but I only got to start this morning.
Well, since you brought up, I'll to add on to it that I too am playing Life is Strange. And yes, coach. I love that man. But I too am playing Life is Strange.
Hold on a sec. Ban that man from chat. Ban him.
But I'm enjoying it, and I agree with all the things Haley said. One thing I will say is I'm still in chapter 1, but I'm almost finished with it. I wish certain elements of it were more interactive.
Yes.
Because it feels like you're just, with Telltale games, even as basic as the interaction is, it feels like you're playing a story. And with this one in particular, it feels like you're along for the ride of the story. And there's certain things that happen. Like, I wish I could have been interactive in this scene. Like, there's a certain scene that happens where two characters are dancing. And I'm like, why are they going to let you play this scene out? This has been an awesome scene to play out and get the experience from.
Oh, fun fact. Have you seen that scene with the DMCA streamer mode on?
No, I have not.
I have. Did you know there's no audio in that scene at all if you have the DMCA streamer friendly mode on?
That's weird.
So, for reference, Dev, during that scene, they're playing a Kings of Leon song. And instead of subbing it in with royalty-free music, they just leave it silent.
Just cut all the audio. Wow.
So you're just dancing silently?
I mean, I guess that is the most DMCA safe way to do anything, right?
I guess, but it's very jarring.
Dancing silently like you're some type of sad strip club.
Oh, also, one more thing, just bringing this up. Hi, if I have subtitles on, why are you not subtitling when characters are singing? During chapter 1, barely an hour in, Alex being the main character, does a cover of Creep by Radiohead on guitar. There are no subtitles during that scene.
Yeah,
and
so weird.
Even Netflix and iTunes, when subtitles actually work, but on iTunes, but even iTunes, Amazon Prime, Netflix, even BBC iPlayer, all subtitle music.
Yeah. And you just touched on what I was talking about, like that whole scene where you just talked about her playing Radiohead Creep. Why isn't that interactive? I feel like those type of moments should be interactive and give you an experience with it. It'd be a lot more cool instead of hey, you're walking around, you're touching things, you make a comment on it, then you keep moving about, and then you make a decision. And it's cool, but it's like I want a little bit more from my experience with the game so far. Because like I said, it doesn't immerse you in the story as much as I would like it so far. But like I said, I'm still early in the game, and I'm enjoying it. It's interesting. It's fascinating.
So, obviously, this episode hasn't reached people's feeds so I'm not spoiling anything. But what Donnie talked about earlier this week on PSPG, or Play Some Video Games, sorry, for his thoughts about the big corporation. Yeah, I'm right there with him. Chapter 1, and it's already kind of heavy-handed with that. I've barely been introduced to this company, and I'm already shut the fuck up about this company.
Yeah.
The game has its own Facebook variant, and that company has pinged my phone in game, I think 6 times since I got to the apartment.
I treat the game in-game Facebook like I treat real Facebook. I stay away as far as possible. I don't want to do this in real life. Think I'm doing that.
I mean, that's a valid point, but I don't like having the exclamation marks in the menu, so I go through it to clear it.
I get you.
Ooh, yeah. Ugh. Anything else going on this week, Evan? Anything? Is that?
Well, I touched on it a little bit earlier, but tried to play NBA 2K22, and I got lucky because GameStop. I ordered it at GameStop, and they were like, "Hey, you can come pick up your copy right now at 9 p.m. to play." So I'm like, "Yes!" And I had the Ultimate Edition. I made an error. It's not in a bad way, but I'm going to say
you made an error.
Yes, because I'll tell you why. I don't know if it's on me, it's on them, because the Ultimate Edition, it's probably on me. The Ultimate Edition supposed to come with this cool case that's that has Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is It's literally just the cover. It's not a cool case. It's not a steel book or nothing like that. It's basically just a paper cover they put over the regular case. I'm like, really?
What?
Yes. It's not a steel book. I thought it was going to be a steel book.
You mean like this, right? You mean like this, where you get the nice cool
Exactly
art for Venom, but then
it's just
then you pull the actual case out, and it's the shitty ass movie cover.
Exactly. That's essentially what it is. Yeah, I'm like,
you.
this is some bullshit. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, if I'd have known it was going to be that, I would have got the WNBA one. But I'm like, oh, I get this cool. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I get the cool steel book of this. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, oh, yeah, I'll take that. But no, it's like, no, this is just.
It's just a fucking slip case. Yeah, that is some bullshit.
I could have did this on the computer my goddamn self for this. Like, yeah. So I get it home. I put in the PS5. It immediately tells me I don't have any space. I'm like, what? Tell me I don't have any space.
That's not shocking considering you play everything.
No. This is what it did. Apparently, it tried to install the PS4 and the PS5 version at the same time. I don't know why it did that.
Because it's NBA. It wants to take up all the space. Also, why the fuck do you not have an external hard drive for your fucking PS4 games?
I do. And that's the thing.
Was it full?
Do you not have
the
console set to automatically download PS4 games to the hard drive?
I do. These all things are correct. And so I look at it like, what the hell is going on? And this is the thing about it. NBA 2K22 does something different where if you buy the PS5 version, they give you a code for the PS4 version.
Mm-hmm.
So it should not be downloading the PS4 version because I have not entered the code in for the PS4 version.
Weird.
So I had to cancel that out, wait for it to download the PS5 version. Says it downloads.
Internet probably went out like 7 times while you were trying to do that.
Nope. Yeah. My internet in my house is fantastic. So
that's a fucking lie based on play some video games on Wednesday night.
But it's not my house. I'm in my office right now, so it's different. If I was in my house, you'd be hearing a bunch of goddamn noise. And you're like, who's in the background making noise while you're trying to record?
That's okay. It'd be Delvin Jr. making noise playing Fortnite, right?
It would be everybody. Everybody in my house. And it'd be so annoying. But I digress. So, it says it downloads. I open it up, get ready to play. This is like 9:30. It says, oh, the full game feature's not downloaded yet. So just sit here and practice for like 45 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, why is it doing this?
So question for you. Have you run into Jake from State Farm yet or no?
Not yet.
That is fucking wild, by the way. I saw that headline and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw that video clip too. Like, they really put State Farm in the game. Like,
also, why are you trying to gaslight us with Jake from State Farm? I've seen those commercials. That is not Jake from State Farm.
But yeah, so I had to sit there, and the thing about it, it felt like it was copying from the disc, so that it was like uploading took a long ass time. So I'm like, oh my God. So I said, let me, and then I thought that I could turn it off, put it on rest mode, and come back to it.
Nope. Not with the disc, because it is downloading from the disc. That's it.
Yeah.
It's installing it from the disc, and when you put it on standby, it won't. I think Borderlands, and it was like, nope.
Yeah, the disc doesn't move when your console's in rest mode. So
I'm like, God damn it! I can't.
Just another reason to go digital, baby.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick question for you, Dev. I know you pre-ordered Deathloop, so I'm assuming it's already downloaded for you, right? It downloaded for you earlier last night.
I don't know. I haven't turned my PlayStation on, so I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Delvin, did you download Deathloop?
I don't know. I think I have to check this. I haven't checked this morning, but yes, it should be.
Because I know mine downloaded when I turned the console on at 3 a.m. when I got up. So,
okay.
I'm only asking because it's very funny. I don't know if you've seen the image, but just for visual listeners, I want you to know that they did not think this through very well. When you look at this image, hi, here's Colt's face. Want to tell me what's wrong with that?
The side is being covered?
No, it is covered, and it looks fucked up.
I can't see it.
It looks weird.
I'm quite sure I'll notice it when I
the
go look
the
at it when I get in the
audio
house.
on that tile is pretty cool though. While you when you hover over it, I don't know. Tuesday will be nice. Maybe we'll finally stop getting 36 Deathloop trailers every week.
They are promoting the heck out of that game.
Yeah.
But also, and this is going to shock everybody, I think this is fitting because I want to talk about NBA 2K22 no more because they got me pissed off. But I think this is fitting for episode 100 to say I played something that I never thought I would play, but I played it. I played Fortnite with my son.
Oh my God!
Wow!
Did Mike Fowler and Chaffee finally get you to succumb to their whims and play with them?
He just said he played with his son.
Hell no, my son.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
My son was like, I got.
I don't think he wants Delvin Jr. anywhere near Mike Fowler.
My son was like, Dad, can you please play with me in Fortnite? Just one time, like, all right.
Were you both Will Smith?
Dad.
No, I wasn't. I was Mike Lowry. It don't like Will Smith. It's Mike Lowry.
It literally does not look like Will Smith. Your son messaged me about that, and I was like, that does not look like Will Smith.
So I played as Will Smith, and my son played as some random ass character. I don't know what the fuck that was. It's like so. No, the first time he played as John Wick. He played John Wick the first time. Like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Which that's even weirder to me is that the John Wick skin does look like Keanu Reeves, but the Mike Lowry skin does not look like fucking Will Smith.
Yeah. So he played, and with me and him playing as John Wick and Mike Lowry, we placed third. Like, oh, that's pretty cool that we got so far. And then the second time we placed like 11th. So we had fun. We played like a couple of rounds and stuff. He had fun. I had fun with it. It's a weird game. Like, I think it's cool, but it's nothing I would stick to playing and stuff like that. It just kind of seems like mindless fun, and I like story-based games. So I was like, all right, this is cool to play for a little bit. So
I hear you there.
That's basically about it. What about your week, Dev?
I don't even remember yesterday. It's been an interesting week, I guess. Work has been fucking insane, so it's just been long. My son was sick for a couple of days, so that was also a pain. Just trying to make sure he's good. Don't want to, have him possibly come down with the COVID, possibly spread it or whatnot. So yeah, we just kept him home just to be on the safe side. He was just a little congested, and we didn't want to risk it. So they say if you're sick, stay home. So we did, but doing so, like it really, he is like high energy, and is always wanting someone to be around him. So like my wife is trying to work and he's home, and it's just like I can't get anything done. So on, I think it was Thursday, I stayed home with him while my wife caught her class or whatnot, and then I went in later to work just so she could have a breather. But man, with the combination of it being 4,000 degrees outside, so like sitting the kids outside is not the best because it's just way too hot, and then him also being sick, it just led to just a myriad of us just being exhausted because he just needs so much 5-year-old energy. Just boy, he will run you ragged. Other than that, things have just been real chill, getting ready for my sister's wedding next week. And then gaming wise, I think the only thing I played was Destiny 2. Oh no, I played a lot of Fist. I'm really enjoying Fist. Like starting to pick up some more of the moves. Got the parry ability, and then just the Metroidvania of it, being able to see like, okay, how the hell do I get to that point in the map? What's over here? So really enjoying that. Starting to like land the combat down, because you can definitely get your ass kicked real easy in that game if you're not paying attention or you're not dodging or moving. Because there's a lot of movement based stuff in it. There's a dash that can kind of like cancel out attacks or whatnot. Also knowing how to set things up, which enemies need to be juggled, who has shields you got to break, all kind of stuff. So really enjoying the combat. I mean, the story is real simple at this point. It's like your boy's been taken, go break about these dogs or running amok. So just it's fun. I'm really enjoying it, and I will continue playing that. Probably will end up beating it probably sometime this week. It doesn't seem like it's a super long game, and it's just really fun. So really enjoying that. If you like Metroidvanias, I would say check it out. Like the production on it is really good. The gameplay feels really good. The loop is good. It's a really, really solid game. I was
Especially for
surprised
that
that it got
price.
for that price. I was just really surprised by how just polished the game seems. Like a lot of times these games come in hot. And it's just like, ooh.
Speaking of price, by the way, I know we'll talk about it later, but the price for the Alan Wake remaster is shocking.
Yeah, that's also shocking.
Have you seen it, Dev?
I have not seen the price on it.
It's like $30.
It's $30. It's not even full price.
That's nice.
Scares me a little bit,
nice.
but
no, that doesn't surprise me at all because I can buy the game on Steam right now, even though I own it for $4. So, but like, it's shocking because with the amount of effort they're putting into this remaster, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it's not higher. But like, Alan Wake,
just trying to get more people playing the game, so they have a lower bar to entry.
Maybe. I would have guessed 40, honestly.
Well, it's 40 here. It's 30 in the States, $40 in Canada.
Our 30 is your 40, same price.
I'm aware, but I'm pointing out, like when I buy it, and I will, because Alan Wake, hell yeah, it'll cost me like $45 after tax, so that's not bad at all.
Yeah. So other than Fist, yeah, just been playing Destiny. Like I said, really, really love the place that Destiny is at with the story. Really, really good.
One more question for you, sir. Did you look at the Deathloop trophy list that I gave you? Oh, okay. There's a trophy in it I think you're going to be a big fan of.
Okay, sweet.
Because
I didn't pay attention to the trophies at all.
Because Mr. Clean Hands, there was a trophy in that vein.
Oh, I want to shoot people in this game. There will be no clean hands.
Oh, no. Hold on. You still have to kill people. There is no way not to kill people in this game. But
I was going to say, hold up.
There is a trophy called Clean-ish Hands that requires you to kill all of the visionaries in specific ways. So it's very up your alley. This is why I said it.
We shall see. We shall
say, how do you not kill people if you're an assassin?
No, you have to kill everyone.
Even in Dishonored, like there's certain people you have to take out, but there's ways to eliminate them without killing them.
Yeah, exactly. So. But in this game, nope, there is no option not to kill them. You have to kill them to end the loop.
Murder, kill.
Yeah, it's your job.
Well, no, like Delvin, do you even understand the premise of that game? Because like you have to kill them to end the loop. If you don't kill them, the loop doesn't end. There's no option not to kill them.
That's what I'm saying. How is like you can't have clean and you have to kill them.
That's why it's cleanish hands, because you can not kill all of the henchmen and stuff around them, and then take all the visionaries out in whatever way you need to take them out, and there you go, cleanish hands. But yeah, other than that, Destiny. I actually played a game mode that I've only played once before called Trials. They've actually cleaned it up.
I just saw they brought that back.
Super sweaty PvP. I've managed 4 wins. But once you get past that, like you get like the really tryhards, and I can't get past 4 wins. It's really difficult. But at least, even if you don't amass wins, you amass points, and you're able to actually get loot. So it's way more enticing for people to play. So you can have a much larger player base because there are still rewards from the mode, even if you can't go flawless or you can't get 7 wins and go to the lighthouse. And then there's still that.
I thought it was 9.
That carrot on the end of the stick, not 7. There's the carrot at the end of the stick for the people who want to try and go flawless and get to the lighthouse and get that special stuff. So they found a nice balance there. They just need to also add like a freelance mode. So when you go in solo, you're queuing up against more solo people. Because right now, if you go in solo, you can get matched up against a 3-stack. So basically 3 people playing together, and you can get just mollywopped. So Trials is good. It's back. Destiny is freaking fantastic spot right now.
Didn't they add matchmaking to the Trials now?
Yeah, so you can go in as a solo queue, and they'll just match you up with other players who are solo. So I like what they've done there. I will be continuing down the Destiny rabbit hole because they give you a reason to log in every week, which is like their original vision from when their first E3 thing was like something pops up in the apps, this is available now. You jump in with your friends, your fire team, and go do it or whatnot. So they're kind of getting to that where every week there is something to do that furthers the story, furthers the campaign and everything. So really, really digging where they're at right now with their content, and it is just an absolute blast to play right now. But that's pretty much it for my week. It's been low key, work, home, and a couple of games here or there. So let's get into these questions because we've got some really good stuff for episode 100. So starting off, we're going to start with Yarden Angel's question. He says, congrats on hitting 100 episodes. Sad to see it go, but the future looks bright. The PS Showcase was amazing. Can each of you rank these games from your most to least anticipated? I can't wait for all of these, but here's mine. So his most anticipated game was Wolverine, followed by God of War Ragnarok, then Spider-Man 2, Project Eve, and Gran Turismo 7. So of those 5 games, what order would you guys put them in? Let's start with you, Haley.
Gran Turismo, 0. Eve game or whatever, 0. Wolverine, Spider-Man 2, God of War.
Okay, so pretty much his same list, like his order, except you just swap Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And I'm more excited for God of War than I am Spider-Man because I know God of War is coming first. So
there it is.
Spider-Man number 1, Wolverine number 2, Ragnarok number 3, Project Eve number 4, GTA 7 number 5, and if the other game was on there that I was more excited for Spoken would probably be on that list and higher than Project Eve or GTA 7.
Yeah, I said 0 because I don't care about Gran Turismo, and also there were way too many ass shots in that Eve trailer.
Yeah, I don't care about the ass shots.
I'm not opposed to ass, but it's just like
ass.
It looks okay. It looks cool.
Yeah. For me, if you throw Forspoken on there, Forspoken would be number 1, then Spider-Man 2, then Ragnarok, then Wolverine, then Project Eve, then Gran Turismo 7. Like Wolverine, I'm just gonna forget it even exists, just because it's so far off. Like I just
fun fact about Wolverine, by the way. The only trailer on the PS blog right now that requires you to be logged in and have your age set to over 18. So, fairly certain that game's going to be rated M.
Not even Project Eve?
I feel like every trailer that I tried to watch, it was like, how old are you? Every single one that I went to go watch.
Only one on the blog right now that requires you to verify your age.
Huh.
Which is dumb because there's nothing in it that would require
I know.
it.
There's literally no blood except the blood on Logan's hands at the end of that trailer. But even still, it's the only one on the blog that requires you to do it. Although there's a designer from The Last of Us 2 who worked on the golf club scene working on this Wolverine game. So not surprising.
That's not true. Project Eve requires your date of birth.
Okay, there you go.
When? Because I tried earlier.
Right now. I just did it right now, and I was like, please enter your date of birth. Because I was like, I know. I tried to watch some trailers and was like, ask me for my date of birth.
Only one that asked me
that
was
one
Wolverine.
is gory.
Very gory.
Only one that asked me was Wolverine. And I did try to watch that trailer again.
Might be a Canadian thing. Like a Canadian, yeah.
They're more liberal. They're like, hey, it's fine. It's
Wolverine
being from Canada. It's like
we literally have the party of QAnon running right now towards like leadership for our election in 3 weeks.
Have you seen our Republican Party?
Delvin. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this is the Republican Party on crack.
I mean, isn't that just the Republican Party?
I mean, at this point, yes, but like,
isn't that just the GOP?
I mean, at this point, yes. But these people should not be in public office. And,
I will say this. Come back to me when that party wins. Because our party won.
That's actually a real possibility at this point. It's very terrifying because they're not a big fan of trans people. So just so we're clear.
Wow. Praying for y'all up there because it wasn't fun. I'll just say that much.
Oh, I'm aware.
No, it was not. All right. So our next question, a little bit bigger, comes from Mr. Pastor Coach Ham. All right, he says, all right, crew, gonna go big and give you a chance to dream bigger with this question. Where do you see yourself in a year, 5 years, and 10 years from now, within real life, podcasting, gaming, share your heart and hopes for the future. Also, thanks for the past 100 episodes of getting to hang out together and talk all things PlayStation. Always appreciate it. Not only the in-depth Sony talk, but also the rabbit trails and every other moments of rants of cursing, followed by apologies to me. It has been truly a privilege.
I think I
and a
just
pleasure
stopped
to be along with
apologizing
you
because we did it so
for
much.
100 for the 100 episode journey. God bless. Thank you, Pastor. It's been good. It's been great.
I think it just got to the point that I literally was like, "Nah, we do this too much. I can't even just keep making the joke about apologizing."
Yeah.
Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't know. I've got some exciting stuff coming up soon, but 5 years from now, I don't know. I'm taking it one step at a time. I just want to get my surgery over with. So.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like the whole 5 year, man, the years become such a blur. It's so hard to see. Man, I just want to be alive and healthy, and raising my children. Like that's really my thing. Like I'm at a place where I'm like pretty comfortable with everything right now. So I just, in a year, 5 years, 10 years from now, I just want to, be having my kids on the right path. I'll still be playing video games, doing all that stuff. It'd be nice if, PSVG takes off a little bit more. It'd be cool to see like how far we can actually take this whole network. But other than that, like I'm just, I'm in a really good place right now, and I'm just coasting on that at this point. Don't really have anything special that I'm looking forward to or trying to get to at this point. Just I'm happy where I'm at. I just want my kids to do well. That's kind of like my goals for right now for the next 5-10 years, because that's basically what it's going to be about, is raising them until they decide what they want to do with their lives. So
5 years from now, I think both my kids will probably be out the house by then. So that's gonna be interesting.
To quote the video of John Cena popping in on a green screen going, "Are you sure about that?"
Not too sure, but I would like to think so, because my son is 16 now, so yeah, he probably been out the house, probably in college or something like that. My daughter's 14, so yeah, I would think they both would be out the house.
5 years from now, your daughter would be 19 and your son would be 21. Like, the math is not hard, sir.
That's what I said. They'll probably be out the house already. Like, I left the house when I was 16.
I'm 25.
We're a different generation. These kids don't leave the house now. If there's a house to stay in, they ain't leaving. Also, and quite honestly, I'd rather they didn't until they're really able to be out on their own with a career. So I'm good with them being here.
Have y'all seen the housing market? Finding a place ain't exactly cheap or easy now. I
would assume that they'd probably be in college.
Yeah.
So they'd probably be staying on a dorm or something like that.
What if he goes to a local college? He could just stay at the house instead
stay
of
your
living
ass in the dorms. Go get the college experience.
I don't have any information about that.
Fuck off, Google.
And well, in terms of me, I just want to be 5 years from now. I just want to be happy. I want to be recording podcasts. Hopefully, I prefer to be semi-successful at podcasts. I think I'm semi-successful now, but more semi-successful, or just successful. Period in podcasting, in terms of like.
Hey, in 5 years, are you going to be monetizing your podcast like you should be?
I monetize my podcast. I make a good amount of money off the podcast.
No, I mean your podcast appearances, sir.
Oh, that. I probably should be doing that, actually. But yeah, I would like to think that I'd be in a good place podcasting. I don't have any plans of slowing down in terms of podcasting or retiring. So I would be highly shocked if I was like 5 years from now, like, nah, I'm not podcasting anymore, because podcasting becomes such a big part of my life. I don't see myself not doing it. I can see myself slowing down in terms of like, hey, I'll do less shows or something like that. I don't see myself just straight up stopping. Like Delvin Cox Experience, 5 years from now, I still would think will be going weekly regardless. I feel they'll think that whatever PSVG show I'm a part of probably will still be going on at that time, unless somebody kills that off. We'll figure out something then. And any show I do it, like Chalfie shows I do, as long as he wants to do it, I'm down to do it. I don't know. I guess 5 years from now, the most important thing I want to take out of that is just want to be happy. I think so many people are living their lives not happy. Just that one simple aspect, like, hey, just being happy is good enough for me.
Damn
Yeah,
straight.
again, the only thing I can really comment on right now is that I hope within 5 years I've had my surgery. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that, like, it's always on the mind. I want to get that over and done with. But we need to get through all y'all idiots getting non-critical surgeries canceled first. You fucking morons. Get your goddamn vaccines.
People can't even get into the ER, and people are dying because of these damn idiots.
And while we're at it,
not
just so we're clear,
vaccinated.
stop taking horse dewormer.
I hope.
You know what? No, keep taking it. Survival of the fittest. You know what? If you want to go ahead and eliminate yourself, you know what? Survival of the fittest. That's we're going down that path at this point.
Y'all literally aren't trusting free, medically proven vaccines, but you'll trust fucking Joe Rogan over there telling y'all to take horse dewormer. Fuck off.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've like. It just blows my mind. It's like you're okay taking a dewormer that's supposed to get rid of parasites for horses, for animals,
Yep.
versus a vaccine that is proven and is for humans. It's like you say you don't trust the science and it's been developed too fast and all that stuff. You realize that like we've been fighting the flu for years, and this is not just all of a sudden we decided to do this. No, this is called medical science. It's progressed to the point where we can do things faster. But yet you're gonna take this horse medication.
Oh yeah. By the way,
you're dumb again. Natural selection.
She hasn't gotten to the point of taking horse dewormer, but my sister is one of these people. Let's not forget.
I will say this.
Natural selection, baby.
I hope 5 years from now we're past this.
We won't be. We won't be. If everything keeps tracking the way we are right now, we won't be. Unfortunately,
it's possible because natural selection will just work it out. Like, hey,
yeah. But see, here's the thing: if these motherfuckers don't get vaccinated, COVID's going to mutate, and eventually the vaccines that we have won't be effective anymore.
But see, we're going to go ahead and take those booster shots and do all this stuff because we're going to keep trying to get ahead of it while they continually keep not trying to get ahead of it, and natural selection just goes ahead.
And more people are going to die, and it's just like, y'all motherfuckers, like,
Well, they'll be dead. I'll be alive.
We'll be podcasting, playing video games.
Yeah. Not to be mean or nothing, but
no,
at some point,
like
you gotta take accountability.
I mean, it's a valid point to bring up because, like, my surgery is very important to me. Like, to quote what you have to write on TikTok so your TikTok doesn't get taken down. It's one thing that would prevent me from unaliving myself. So I really want that surgery. Well, you can't write suicide on TikTok.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you can't write suicide on TikTok.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I know. There's human approved medicine, but they're not taking that. They're taking the one for horses.
Yeah.
They're taking the shit you get off of Amazon.
Hi, Donnie. Good to see you, by the way.
Donnie!
It's still your fault, Donnie.
Everything is Donnie's fault. Everything is.
Shenanigans. All right, next question.
All right. Next question comes from young Delvin Jr. He says, what was your favorite moment from the show?
I don't know, pretty much any moment where I tell Delvin to fuck off for something stupid.
I was going to say any moment where we're making fun of Delvin.
Yeah. That's I'm glad you can stomach that, Donnie. I'm very glad you can stomach that because I could not.
I will say
he's
this.
looking at kitten ads for audio listeners.
I wasn't gonna say it because he didn't really bring it up the other night. I didn't want to like put that out there.
Well, I mean, he's all over Twitter with it, so I mean, people know he lost Kirby. Kirby unfortunately passed away, and now he's looking at kitten ads because Kirby was something special, man. That was a dope cat. That was like Donnie's like dude.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For those unfamiliar with Kirby, Kirby was to Donnie as Soot was to me.
That's accurate.
There it is. Yep.
So, that picture your wife got framed for you was very nice, by the way.
Yes. But yeah, my favorite moment of the show probably was actually like the PS5 stuff, like being able to us all to get them through not the like it took a minute, but we were able to secure them, and just covering like PS5. Like that's probably my favorite part of the show so far. Like I really enjoyed everything leading up to PS5, the anger, the Delvin rants about like what the hell are you doing, Sony? To us finally getting the console, finally seeing what was going on, and just being now in the PS5 era. Like that's probably been my favorite stuff of the show.
Yeah. I'd say like my weekly television dive-ins that usually Donnie would roll his eyes at. Or I don't know, answering questions from like Mr. Pastor Coach Ham, who I think sent us like 80 questions. Like,
Yeah.
I know there were a couple weeks he missed, but like he was pretty reliable, like week over week for questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
So answering questions from everyone was great. Pretty much any time that like Delvin just said something ridiculous that we dunked on him for.
I will say this. Delvin's catchphrase.
I will say this. The Mike
Case in point.
the Mike Fowler memes leading up to me getting the PS5 was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was definitely funny.
Me mocking PlayStation fans for losing Bethesda made me
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
that was good.
hey, you want to mock some more idiots on Twitter who are complaining about Thor?
Oh yeah, that is. We'll get to that.
Jesus.
The time Haley wastes water all over herself when we started the podcast, and had this look on her face.
Still not as bad as literally spelling defending wrong the other night. Defend dong.
Oh, defend dong. That was good. Just dumb.
There's been a lot of moments where I just laughed and I thought this is great, and I appreciate having those moments on this podcast. Like, and I always said this even when we started this podcast. This is probably the most diverse PlayStation podcast there is, when you have two black guys and a trans woman talking about video games, and the conversation can go from anywhere.
Anywhere?
Like, anywhere.
I mean,
legit.
I mean, look, we're literally an hour in. We're still answering questions, and I think we spent like 15 minutes talking about Lucifer today.
Yeah.
Not
the TV show, not the actual devil people.
I mean,
well, it's the TV show.
In the context of the show, he's still the actual
still the
Lucifer.
devil.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say that because Pastor Lucas Ham listens to us.
I'm sure Pastor Lucas Ham is well aware of a fictional television show.
Explain that it's a TV show.
Yeah,
it's
still
okay. And if he's a pastor, he also believes in the devil, that he exists. And the devil is a liar.
I am pro God, so I don't want to like. They're talking about Lucifer. How dare they?
I'm going to quote word for. Actually, I don't think I can do it word for word, but I'm literally going to say this thing from Kingsman that's like, "Hail Satan and have a lovely afternoon."
Oh my God!
The fucking church scene from. No, the church scene from Kingsman, where he's like, I work in a military abortion clinic with my black Jewish boyfriend. Out of wedlock, and I forget the rest of it, but then he literally ends it with so hail Satan and have a lovely afternoon.
I don't think I've seen any of the other movies of that. Kingdom's a good franchise.
I've only seen the first one. Yeah,
I think I've only seen the first one.
It's from the first one.
Yeah,
I don't even remember that part at all.
It's in the church in Kentucky, like when Valentine does the test.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
That's why they made like 6 more after it.
No, they made 1, and the third one, the prequel, comes out in December.
It's another. I think it's 2 more.
The third one is greenlit and filming right now, but the prequel comes out in December.
That isn't out yet?
Jeez. Correct. It got pushed back. It was supposed to release last year.
Yeah, COVID pushes back everything. You know, stupid COVID.
I thought there were 2 after that. I thought it was
No.
I thought it was 2. I thought this was the second prequel movie.
No, it's Kingsman the Secret Service, then Kingsman the Golden Circle.
Okay,
then
I know those for a fact.
Taron Egerton was interviewed about the third Kingsman movie, which had started filming. He said, I'm not in this one. It's a prequel. Now they're filming the next Kingsman movie, which will feature Taron Egerton.
So it's 4.
Yeah.
Yes. There's 2 out now. One
coming out in December.
And one coming later.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I thought that one that's coming out in December was already out.
No,
I thought the one that
It
was
was-
coming out was the fourth one.
it was supposed to come out last year. Donnie's losing his shit.
Suck it up, Downey. This is the PlayStation experience.
It was supposed to come out last year. Then it was pushed to this year in February. Then it got pushed all the way to December. And we'll see if
Okay.
it sticks December because I don't know if it's gonna.
Who's on fourth?
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
Oh God. Here you go. No. No.
I don't. What?
It's a really
It's
old
a-
reference.
It's a really old joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. All right, next question comes from the Navalist 13. He says, Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Should I buy it? And if so, how good is the story?
I
That's a
can't
different
answer this
question.
question. I don't.
I say get it.
The only
It's-
thing I know about this game is the transphobia in it. So, but also like, don't know if that's a deal breaker for you or not. So,
I played a lot of it. I think it's good if you're looking for like a. The thing about this game is it has an interesting story, but the combat in it isn't kind of the cook on the game because it has combat. It's not like just the digital, what do they call it, visual novel, nothing like that. It has combat and stuff like that. I don't feel like if you're looking for something that's combat intense, this is for you. But if you want an interesting story and you can look past the weird little things they do in the game, if you can get it for cheap, I say go for it.
All right, there it is.
Cheap. When I say cheap,
No.
I mean like $20.
And the follow to that also, should I turn motion blur off for Spider-Man? Yes.
yeah. Turn
I don't like
blur
motion
off.
blur in games, period. There
I
are some
do-
people who really like the effect. I don't like motion blur.
The only game I'll keep motion blur on usually for is the racing game.
I
I
say
don't like
this.
it on that. I hate
Turn motion blur on your TV and on Spider-Man. Leave it on.
I am going going to beat you to death.
I feel like Delvin can't even find the option. That's what it is.
I
He
can't
doesn't
find
know
the
where to look
option.
to turn it off.
And my son tells
also,
me to turn it off
for
all the time.
reference, he has a Series X. It should do that for him. It should change the setting to game mode for him anytime he starts a game. Because
Nah.
my Xbox does that for me.
Your Xbox likes you. My Xbox doesn't like me. I talk too much trash on my Xbox in private.
Jesus Christ.
You go to your
Oh,
TV
Lord have mercy.
where it says True Motion, put that on,
No. Turn that shit off.
and then put it on smooth, and then turn your
Wow.
motion blur on.
I'm going to beat
Yes,
you
I know what that is.
with a very large stick.
My son constantly goes and turns it off on my TV.
I'm
and I'm like,
aware.
Just to
I'm
bother me, turn it back
aware.
on now. Like, just turn it on.
Wow. Just
Your son
tormenting
is
the
trying
poor
to
boy.
help you, and you are defeating him at every turn.
Yes, so it can
That's
look like a
wrong.
soap opera.
No.
That you watch.
No.
So I can feel like I'm in the 80s and just watching like Guiding Light.
Oh, no.
The Young and the Restless.
No.
General
Ah.
Hospital.
Why does your TV look
Fantastic.
like that? It's beautiful. Just
No,
turn it on.
that's like I
So
walked into
clear.
my
It's like I'm there.
Yeah.
I walked into my dad's house a couple years ago, right after he got his big new TV that he had mounted to the living room wall, and he still had all of those settings on, and he was
Good
watching
man.
Green Lantern, and the frame rate on it was just not good. And I was like, "You haven't edited, you haven't changed the settings on this. This literally looks like 24 frames a second. What are you doing?"
That man's a saint.
Yeah.
No, we are not doing that.
Well, he's not as
No.
no, not in terms of his life decisions being a piece of crap in terms to you, but in terms of his TV settings. Just
No.
leave it on.
Fantastic. It's wonderful.
Absolutely not.
Leave all his TV settings on.
No,
All
turn
beautiful.
that shit off.
Let's go soap opera effect, baby.
Look
It's
at
the
like,
best. I'm there. I'm in the room with them. It's great.
yeah,
Donnie says, "As the world turns."
that is the show.
Another
That is-
another
I'm
great
aware
show.
it's-
Another
I'm
yes,
aware it's a show.
wonderful soap opera. Yes.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
And
you don't
speaking of
want the
Donnie,
soap
eat the
opera
hype,
effect.
Reese. He says, "How much better is French toast than pancakes? It's
Go to hell.
unquantifiable. It's
yeah,
unquantifiable."
infinitely better.
Coach
Yeah,
Mo gave the
there's-
definitive answer in the chat.
Coach Mo,
Coach
no.
Mo got banned from chat for that answer.
He was absolutely correct, and I will agree with him on this. This is what he
It
said.
must be a Florida thing. It's something
No,
in the
he
water
said-
down there that's just got you guys all broken.
He
That's what it
specifically
is.
said Waffle House waffles.
After 2 a.m. After 2 a.m. Like
I agree with that.
There's way too many stipulations on this. Like y'all tripping.
Yeah,
we too old to be out. We too old to be out at 2 a.m. All right. First of all, no.
Yes, it's correct. That is GOAT tier because you're sitting there eating your pancake, your waffles, and then you might see a fight, and it might be the cook. And after that cook beats this dude's ass, he's gonna go back there and make you some fire ass waffles. See, GOAT tier. GOAT tier. Then you got pancakes.
I mean, yes, waffles are GOAT tier. They're much better
Waffle
than the
House
shit tier.
At
pancakes
2 a.m. No. Then Mo said,
nothing good happens after 2 a.m. He's absolutely correct.
A lot good happens after 2 a.m.
Hey, you know what's even better, by the way? Not using Waffle House as an indicator for anything except the disaster readiness level, because if Waffle House is closed, you know you're in trouble.
That is true. If Waffle House is closed, like I said, they have full-on street fights in Waffle House that don't close. They just finished making waffles.
Also, the question, as Donnie states in chat, was how much better is French toast than pancakes? And the answer is infinitely better.
Infinitely.
That's it.
It's
End of question.
There's not a number that you can put on it. You know, you just can't. So it doesn't matter what your Waffle House comments are. It does not matter.
You know what? I would just say this. And this gonna shut everybody up. Y'all have a problem with my answer? Go talk to Coach Mo. Way bigger than all of y'all. go take it up with him and see how that turns out for you.
You don't think I will? I'll go fight Coach Mo right now.
I'm not gonna fight Coach Mo.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Not gonna do it.
Coach Mo's like 8 feet tall. Good luck with that.
Great. I'll still do it. I'll still do it.
Large.
Have I not told the story where I drop kicked someone in the middle of the hallway in high school?
If you're trying to drop kick Coach Mo,
I feel like you would drop kick Coach Mo. He would look at you, laugh, and then power slam you.
Oh, probably.
Like he would
also, again, I am joking. I'm not actually going to beat Delvin with a big stick or fight Coach Mo.
I don't know. I feel like you might actually. I feel like
I don't know.
You're gonna see Delvin at some point, and it's just shenanigans are gonna ensue, and you're gonna end up trying to fight that dude.
Need a pretty big stick to beat someone from Ontario to Florida.
Yeah.
If anybody can make it happen, it would be you. Drop kick him in the thigh. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Our last question at TPR. He says, what has been your favorite moments of PSXP? We've kind of already went through that. And what qualities of this podcast would you like to shine through on the new PSVG pod? Also, thank you, Delvin, Haley, and Dev for your dedication and contributions to the PlayStation space. It's been cool following y'all, even though I only jumped in a couple of months ago. Appreciate y'all.
So not to roast y'all, but my name is in my display name. How y'all keep spelling my name wrong?
I don't know.
Spelling is hard. We've been,
It's literally like right there.
It could be there, but spell check, if it doesn't correct it, we don't know how to spell anymore. Americans are stupid.
Oh man, no,
spell check does it all.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening along with us. It's very funny because even my boss will do it. They'll misspell my name.
Often I am like my first name is not Devin, or it's misspelled. It's Devon or Divine or some other nonsense. And my last name is everybody always wants to put an R in there or a T. So instead of Titus, it's Titus or Tyrus. Like what?
They just want to name you after the Final Fantasy character.
Well, they always call me him.
Also true. And Donnie I'm Delvin, as far as Donnie is concerned, and Delvin is Devin. Like
yeah. That happens.
Even my wife was like, y'all couldn't get any closer together with your names. Like you're literally the only two black dudes, and it's Delvin and Devin. It's like really, you couldn't just awful. I'm just gonna start going by Titus, just to make it easier.
Also, for anyone in the who's an audio listener, Donnie goes, if it sounds like Haley, who cares? I do. I chose that name for a very specific reason. I am named after Haley Williams.
Paramore.
There you have it.
Yes.
Paramore, yeah.
And I'm delving with a G at the end.
You're what now?
Delving with a G.
Delving.
Great. Good to know. I don't know. I think most of the qualities of this podcast have already transferred over there. Because how many times has Elaine had to step in and stop fights already?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
us.
that's me and Donnie. Like we're gonna fight, and Delvin's gonna come through with some ridiculous ass hot take.
Yeah.
But speaking of qualities, going through the new PSVG pod, so this feel like a good time to say, hey, XP isn't quite ending.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing with XP? Why don't you go ahead and let the people know what's happening?
Okay. I thought we were gonna announce this on the new show, but all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a good opportunity to just let the people know what's happening.
Guess one of the things we're working on is this. PSXP is gonna go monthly. It's gonna be me and Delvin, and it's gonna be Patreon exclusive.
That's correct.
We're gonna record our first episode in the monthly format the weekend of the 10th. I just looked. I know you're not available on Saturdays, Delvin, so the date we'd record would be the 10th, yes. Not the 9th. But yeah, so PSXP is just going to be me and Delvin going forward. I'm definitely going to see, though, if we can get Justin to guest once or twice. Mr. Justy P over in the Discord or on Twitter
Mr.
when he's
Shades
actually...
at night.
Or Devin.
Sunglasses at night.
Yeah, anybody who wants to guest can. I'm just like, the point is that we're not ending. We're just going monthly instead.
It's going to be a more...
focused.
Focused in terms of it's going to be a general...
Is it?
Not really.
I mean, let's put it this
just
way.
Be real.
Oh, I know, but instead of like 3 news stories and a big topic of the week, our big topic, for example, for that weekend is probably going to be our experiences with Far Cry and how it utilizes the DualSense and stuff like that. Yes,
be more that type of centric and focus on things like that. And I feel like doing it that way, we can bring in more topics based off of video games and PlayStation specific topics. Mm-hmm. That doesn't have to necessarily be current.
Also, with the way Sony releases news, the monthly format kind of works better.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So yeah, just thought everybody should definitely know that.
So if you've made it an hour into the episode, now you know XP is not dead and gone. It's just gone monthly and to Patreon.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I don't know that we'll be doing live shows.
We don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We'll figure it out because we just don't really know. We don't know how we're gonna do this yet. We don't know if we're gonna do video or not. So
we'll figure it out. But yes, it's gonna be monthly. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love doing podcasts with Haley, even though she drives me crazy.
I mean, all right, Mr. Motion Blur or Big Meaty Man slapping meat, you drive me nuts too.
I mean, sometimes you gotta be a big man slapping meat. It is what it is.
No, it's very funny for anyone who's not in the Discord. Earlier this week, when I brought up how many butt shots were in that Shift Eve trailer or whatnot, and Delvin goes, way too many butt shots that it made me uncomfortable. And I literally replied to him going, all right, Mr. Big Meaty Man slapping.
Yeah. It has to be a lot of gratuitous ass shots to make you uncomfortable, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's a lot.
You?
It's a lot.
Like, you don't you play those stupid take the girl's clothes off like this the Sentinels game? Isn't that one of those stupid games?
No, it's not one of those type of games.
Your old man.
Pretty close.
I have played one of those type of games, but 13 Sentinels is not one of those games.
Okay, it just sounds like it. Sounds like it's one of those old man perv games.
Well, PlayStation legit getting porn games on there now.
I mean, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But anyways, like we've said, that so we're not ending. Going monthly. Next episode will be recorded on the 10th of October. So
yes,
and there you have it.
There you go.
All right. Now that all of the questions and shenanigans are out of the way, we had a showcase.
Oh, I'm sure there's more shenanigans coming. Don't you worry.
I mean, it's going to be shenanigans because it's XP, but we had a showcase. Sony finally was like, hey, we're going to give you our E3 thing in September.
Yeah.
Which is basically what it felt like.
E4.
E4. There you go.
I mean, before we even get to the showcase, what the fuck was that trailer for TV?
Oh, I was going to start there.
Oh yeah, go ahead and start there.
I was gonna start like that. Like,
I am at my
what?
limit with things using Blue Monday. Please stop.
I don't
Please
even know
stop.
what that is. That the song?
That is the song that was in the trailer,
Oh.
and it was also used with Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh,
You've hit your quota.
I just want to play the chess game. I want that to be an actual game.
Did you notice all
The
the
thing was,
references?
it was just long.
Did you notice all the references in that trailer?
Hell no. I was too confused as to why this was even a thing. I'm like, is this a game?
As
What the
soon
hell
as
are they
it started,
doing?
I knew what it was. I knew it was like one of their like TV commercials, but like there's like a Sly Cooper logo. Aloy was obvious, but that was at the end of the trailer. Let me see. Actually, I believe there's a thread on it. One sec. Keep
Yeah,
talking
'cause
about it. So like it
I just
starts.
wanted to. I was like, I want to play this game. Like this sounds like it could be a cool game. But I definitely was like, this is going on for way too long. Like, what the hell? Why are we doing this? Can we get into whatever the actual showcase is? Because this thing is just I'm like, all right, can we get there? Let's hurry this up. Let's get there. I get it. It's chess.
I have something funny to tell you guys. Both.
Okay.
You're gonna love. So, I didn't get to watch the showcase when it happened. So when I got off work, I sat down in my living room, turned the PlayStation to watch it, and I'm sitting in my living room staring at it, the TV, because it has to like please stand by. And my daughter walks in and says, "Dad, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm waiting on it to start." She's like, "Dad, you have to fast forward it because they didn't cut out all of the stuff. You're gonna just be sitting here for 10 minutes waiting for it to start."
Yeah,
Damn it, Delvin.
It's not even
Thank God
that's
for
not
your
even-
children.
That's actually that, but also that's not even a rare thing. Do you not remember Ubisoft's E3 show on YouTube where they literally left the 53-minute segment of them walking through video games?
I don't
in
think
their fucking YouTube presentation.
I think I watched that like when it was happening, so I didn't notice it. But I was sitting there watching the screen.
Oh man,
she's like,
it's not live. You can fast forward through this.
She's like, Dad, you're gonna be sitting there for like 10 minutes watching the screen. Just fast forward it until it starts. Like, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Okay, so all of the references in this trailer. There is one I'm not confirmed on, but the rest. Hogwarts Legacy at 21 seconds. Sonic Ring on top at 33 seconds. Final Fantasy 16 at 38 seconds. It says the name of the world of Final Fantasy 16. I am not attempting to read that. There's a Pac-Man at 40 seconds. The Sly Cooper logo at 58 seconds. Final Fantasy 7 Remake at 1 minute and 3 seconds. There's a possible reference to Resident Evil 4. This one's not confirmed. At 1 minute and 33 seconds. There's a Dragon Quest reference at 32 seconds. There's a Bright Falls neon sign at 59 seconds. A Crash Bandicoot Wumpa Fruit sticker at 1 minute and 15. Deathloop signal at 1 minute and 18 seconds. And again, I don't know that this one is confirmed, but Silent Hill radio at 1 minute and 56 seconds.
That's what's up. That was 1 minute and something too long. Like, God, I was ready for it to be. I'm like, I want to see the games. I don't care about this trailer thing, whatever this commercial is.
As
Stop
usual, when I watched this, I was watching the Easy Allies reactions, and Huber asked the valid question: are they burning time by showing this trailer? And everyone else just goes, "Yeah, they are."
Nonsense. So unnecessary. So unnecessary.
Yeah, but then it jumped right into games pretty much. So
yeah, I was getting ready to say. So then, yeah, they hit us hard with Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic.
Never played the original.
One of my favorite.
I thought it was gonna be Fallen Order. I thought that's what they. Because I saw Jedi's. I saw lightsabers. I was like, oh, we getting Fallen Order too. We getting an announcement. And then it was KOTOR, and I was like, oh well, shit.
I will say this.
I mean, we're gonna get Fallen Order 2. That's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
But I did not expect it here. I expect that at EA's showcase next year.
I didn't expect it either. I was just like, holy shit, it's some Jedi stuff. It's some Star Wars. I'm excited. And I was hoping it was Fallen Order, but it was KOTOR and a remake that's apparently exclusive to PS5 and PC for some unknown
a year.
period.
Jeff
That's
Grubb
huge
says a
news,
year.
by the way, too. That's big. because people been one. The original KOTOR was an Xbox exclusive game.
Yes, it was.
And people have been wanting this game for a long time.
I find it hilarious because it's like everybody's all mad about Bethesda, but I feel like people care more about Knights of the Old Republic than they do Bethesda
I was going to say,
stuff, so it's
I was going to say,
I don't know.
This is what I want to touch on. This is what I want to touch on.
I don't like it either. I just think it's funny.
I think this is what I want to touch about this whole presentation. The fact that I feel like this matters more to people as opposed to like, hey, not only just this, but hey, Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars game is PlayStation exclusive for a year. Then you add on top of it, a lot of people's favorite superheroes, two of people's favorite superheroes, in terms of Wolverine and Spider-Man, are PlayStation exclusive games. That is huge. And that's going to piss off a lot of people.
Don't forget, even though Avengers is probably dead, let's be honest, that new roadmap is not very, very far. That's not a very big roadmap. That game is probably dead after Spider-Man. Spider-Man there is also PlayStation exclusive, and I hate that too, just so we're clear. Like, I am not a fan of the way this industry does exclusives. I've made that clear very, very many times, but here we are.
But I'd say this, like, it comes down to, if you were a casual gamer and you see Bethesda like, hey, you can have all these games, which you may or may not know, or you look at PlayStation, we have Spider-Man, we have Star Wars, we have Wolverine that you can play right now, coming out very soon. That means something. That's not taking anything away from Bethesda or something like that, but it's fascinating to see Sony's approach to things like, we're just gonna get IPs that people know.
Again, I'm not really a fan of this whole thing. I do think it's very funny to see the memes that people have been making about the fact that the original was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
I think I saw it in prequel memes, which I still haven't seen the Star Wars prequels, but I love the prequel meme subreddit because it's just ridiculous. It's literally, I think, Palpatine saying ironic with like an image of the Xbox symbol for exclusive. But yeah.
I'm curious what more
like you said, Delvin. I think like getting the IP that people know it may end up being bigger than the Bethesda acquisition. Like, we'll see, man. I think Sony was like, "Oh, you want to do that? Gauntlet." Like, it's just
that's huge.
That's KOTOR really is one of those things that people, like you said, have been asking for such a long time. And for Sony to somehow snap up exclusivity rights, even if it's just for a year, is crazy. And I mean,
also keep in mind, Final Fantasy VII Remake was only supposed to be for a year. Yet here we are, almost 2 years out, and it's still not on anything else.
That exact same thing. They say it's for a year, but look at Final Fantasy.
That's why I said an undisclosed amount of time, because we really don't know. Like, it could be a year, there could be something that happens that extends it out. Who knows? But for them to be like, "Oh, okay, we see you, and here's our counterpunch." Like, everybody's like, "Oh, Sony's got to do something for this, and they've got to do something to counter Game Pass. They got to do something to counter Bethesda." And it's like, well, we're gonna do it. It's a little more subtle, but it hits hard. Like,
and it costs less.
I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of this strategy on either side. Let me make that clear, just equivocally. I think I've made it clear, but again, I'm not a fan of the strategy on either side. The Bethesda situation was different. Like, even Bethesda came out and said, if we didn't take this, we probably wouldn't exist. Still not a fan of it, but, it is what happened. I think people need to accept that Bethesda games aren't coming to PlayStation ever again, which they made clear a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. But I still see daily people going, "Can't wait to play Elder Scrolls 6 on the PlayStation 5." And I'm just like, y'all are not doing that. Not even just because I don't think Elder Scrolls 6 will be out by the time the PlayStation 5 is still a thing. Maybe PS6, but also, like, you still ain't playing it there because, again, Xbox came out and said, like, they're exclusive except for, like, license situations like Skyrim, which is that one's surprising that the re-release of Skyrim this year is coming to PlayStation, but whatever. Like, they've said if they have license deals, that's gonna happen. But after that, no. And they've made that clear. Now, these timed exclusives, I was not a fan of it when Microsoft did it for Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan of this shit either. Like, stop.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not gonna stop. Like, that's just, it's business, it's competition. It's just, you got to do something to bring the people to your consoles, and you got to do something to generate buzz and hype. And this is exactly what it is. They know they have to counterpunch in some way, shape, or form, and this is how they've chosen to do it. We'll see if it pans out in the long run, but it is pretty significant when you think of just like the fandom surrounding the game. So, will people wait a year or however long it takes to play it on, Xbox? Will they get it on PC instead?
I mean, the thing. Let me use
Tomb Raider. Who even knows when it's coming out? There's not even a
there's not even a date for it. It doesn't matter. But let me use Tomb Raider as an example. When Rise of the Tomb Raider went Xbox exclusive, I played it there and then played it again when it actually came to PlayStation.
Yeah,
I waited the year. I was like, I can wait. I'm not happy about it, but I'll wait.
Game looked great on the Xbox One, so
I believe it. I didn't have an Xbox, so I was gonna wait regardless.
I had an Xbox and then had to get rid of it, and now I've got one again. So
yeah, so I'll be very curious to see where the industry is and what's going on whenever this game does drop and how well it sells. I think it's going to do really good. It would be even crazy if they made a special edition, because that would really bring some people out. Like, oh shit, a special edition Star Wars. Oh man, yeah. So that's going to be very, very interesting. Speaking of interesting, Project Eve. That was the next title shown. Apparently there was lots of gratuitous ass shots. I did not notice any of them.
Ass shots, and as mentioned on the Easy Allies React, I think Isla mentioned it. There appears to be definition where her vagina would be, and I don't know why you need that in a fucking video game.
I mean, do you need the definition of dude's muscles? No. It is what it is. Sex sells. Let's just be honest about it. It is what it is. Sex sells. I'm not saying it's right. It just, sex sells. It'll always sell.
You don't need that though. Like,
you don't. But it's part of. It's part of what we get. Like, sex sells. They're gonna do that dumb shit. I didn't even notice it at all. I was so enthralled by just the gameplay that I was not paying that chick any attention.
How did you not notice the camera focused on it way too much?
Easy. I'm too busy looking at everything else going on screen. I don't care about that damn character. I want to cut fools up. I want to see what's going on. So I was not paying her any attention. I couldn't even tell you what she looked like. I didn't give a shit. I was like, this swordplay looks fucking awesome.
Oh man.
You can tell my boy Dev's a faithful man. I love it. He said, I didn't see nothing on that woman. Nothing.
I really did. I was not paying any attention. It's
a
also a video game. Like,
yeah,
I don't care about animated characters. Like, that doesn't do anything for me.
Being a woman in video games sure is fun.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Look, we just need some dudes in gray sweatpants, right?
We have had plenty of dudes in gray sweatpants and still none to this level.
That's my point.
We don't
Go
see
ahead and get that imprint for the ladies.
We don't see dick imprints in characters in sweats. We don't need that.
I'm saying we might as well, man. Get the ladies. Give the ladies some fan service.
In what game? In what game?
You have like a lot of male characters in games with no shirts on and things like that, and just bulking. And
I don't think that's the same thing as having actual definition of a character's vagina in very tight fucking leather clothes while they're spinning and the camera's focusing on it. Definitely don't think that's the same thing as a male character with no shirt on. I'm never going to look for
mid imprints on video games, movies, anything.
All right, mister. No. I don't want to. What was the comment on PlayStation video games? I don't want to be swinging dicks around.
I've said a lot of things on podcast.
Yeah, he said a lot of things. But yeah, I think the game looks cool. I didn't even notice chick. It's some Bayonetta type stuff, I guess. People, fan service. I Delvin, this is for you. You love these old man games. This is perfect. She's gonna be great for you.
No,
I want
it's
to
not.
I just want to slice some shit up. I just
It's
want to cut
not.
some people.
My kids still stay in the house, so it's I can't play a game like this in the house.
That hasn't
and feel-
stopped you from playing the games previously. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I play them late at night. I don't want to stay up late at night to play this.
I'm sorry. Also,
I'm
just
getting
for a
old.
second, your child's are six. Your children are 16 and 14, and you still don't want to play games like this in front of them.
No, I don't want to be sitting there. Hey, why is Dad playing this game with this girl's asses out? Like, nah, I'm cool.
Have
That's
you
kinda
played
weird.
Injustice or Mortal Kombat in front of your children?
Injustice, yes. Mortal Kombat, no.
Okay.
Gameplay looks cool. Remove some of the gratuitous ass shots, apparently.
Yes.
Remove a
see
lot of
what
the
happens.
gratuitous action fucking
Just some of them.
shots.
Just some of them. And add some gray sweatpants for the dudes. Just hook
Yeah,
the ladies up.
just male characters.
Just make it an even playing field. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here
Even playing
first,
field.
folks. Devin Tyus, add dick prints.
I
Yes.
think prints for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Let's even the playing field. Hook them up. Hook them
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying?
They'll appreciate it.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Next up was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which actually has a release date of March 25th, 2022.
Hey, at least
feels like
this is-
more Borderlands. Looks cool.
Actually, this looks like the fucking best DLC for Borderlands 2 as a full feature-length game, and I am beyond fucking excited for it because Tiny Tina's D&D campaign in Bunkers and Badasses, I think, was the title of the DLC for Borderlands 2. I don't remember what it was, but like that entire thing was like a D&D campaign, and this just looks like a whole fucking game of D&D. But the voice cast for this thing is fucking stacked.
Yeah, I saw
Fucking
some of that.
Andy Samberg, Will Arnett, who else? Trying to think. I don't know. There's a lot of people in this fucking game. Looks great. Combat looks great. I did see some people upset that there's guns in it, and I'm just like, it's a Borderlands game.
Yeah.
they
And
expected
there's still
it.
plenty of magic, so now you get to have both.
And the fucking melee combat in this thing looks fucking incredible. So
Yeah, so just a few of the voices. Wanda Sykes is also in it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That Borderlands art style would not go out of style at all. Like it just
No,
looks
and
timeless.
did you see the original
Really
concept
good.
for Borderlands?
I don't remember it.
Because it did not look good, and then they changed to the art style it has now, and that was the best decision they ever made.
Oh yeah, definitely, without question.
Yeah.
So
It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I love
Mhm.
Tiny Tina. She's probably one of my favorite characters in the Borderlands universe.
Oh, she is, and-
fucking hilarious.
Ashley Birch is
So-
fantastic as her as well. At least
Yeah.
it's not coming out in that same fucking week as Horizon and everything else.
Right? Thank God for being in March. Give
Yeah.
people some time to play. And at the end of March, it might as well be April at this point. So
I mean, fucking
you got some
spring
space.
fucking early
Spring is
2022 is fucking packed already.
It's just stupid.
Yes.
It's so stupid. So stupid. Speaking of pack, you got Forspoken, which was showing up next, and that's listed as spring 2022. So just we're gonna throw
hitting
everything in the
22.
spring.
I don't think.
That looks awesome.
I think that's probably coming
Yeah,
in
it does.
June.
I love how this game looks. It just looks.
It looks
amazing.
cool. I thought the fucking
I'm
Ring
excited.
guy was voiced by like Paul Bettany at first.
Vision. Huh.
Yeah, but it's
That'd
not.
be cool.
Yeah, it's
not.
some British dude. I don't know who it is though.
They all
Sounds
sound
kind
The
of similar
game
though.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like what I want to see more of the game. Like that's basically what it is. I'm
I do
excited
too.
for it. It looks cool. I like the character. Anytime
Someone
I
wishes-
get a feisty person of color female, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Someone wishes to say hello because he tried to climb into my lap.
Hello, cat. How are you? How is your day going? Good.
You're stupid.
Good to hear.
It's good. It's good. But yeah, Forspoken looks awesome. Another exclusive. Is this one timed or is it just pure exclusive?
I don't know. There's been no information on that.
I thought it was.
I think
pure
it's coming to
exclusive.
PC. I know it's coming to
Yeah,
PC.
I know.
as
I think
well.
it's coming to PC, but I don't know about like the exclusivity period.
Yeah, Sony and Squeenix, they're buddy at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently,
Yes.
they're real cool, real cool. But this game looks awesome. I'm excited to see more of it, and the fact that it is coming next year, 2022 is going to be a really nice year for Sony. If everything hits, it'll be a really good year. Next up, we had Rainbow Six Extraction, which comes out January of next year. Rainbow Six is still going strong. I'm not terribly interested
Fun
in
fact
this at
about
all.
Rainbow Six: they just released a trans operator voiced by Nicole Maines.
That's cool.
All right,
For
inclusivity.
Siege, not Extraction. So that's pretty cool. Anybody who doesn't know who Nicole Maines is, she plays Nia now in Supergirl, and also is the main character in the movie Bit that I think I've recommended how many times on this podcast?
Every
A
episode
lot.
for like 50
And I
episodes.
still don't know who she is.
I'll send you a photo later, Dev.
I'm good.
I'm not gonna
Y'all
play
know I
this
don't care about
because
actors.
I'm not. I'm aware when fucking you didn't know who fucking Tony Todd is.
oh my god.
All you had to say was, I don't know their names. I don't know the actors' names. Say Candyman, and then we're good. We're good.
Fucking.
Rainbow Six. I
I'm
miss
not playing
the
this.
Old days
gonna
of
play
Rainbow
this.
Six where you have like you can play a single player or multiplayer, and you can have like the crew with you. Yeah.
The
I
most
can't
fun
play
I've
The
had
last-
with Rainbow Six was watching Achievement Hunter play the multiplayer mode and watching Gavin just hang upside down on the rope and get everybody killed.
The last time I was excited about a Rainbow Six game was when it was Rainbow Six Patriots that never happened. That became
Oh,
whatever
yeah!
this is.
Yeah,
That
excited
trailer
for
was
that
awesome.
too.
I was like, this looks dope. Never came out, and now I could care less about a Rainbow Six game. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but I know people love it. So people are excited about this extraction thing. So it should be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And then
Um,
after that, it was Alan Wake, right?
Yep. Next up, Alan Wake got the release date, like the official release date, October 5th. Even though I feel like that was definitely told beforehand.
That was the leaked date when it leaked, and then obviously it was confirmed in the showcase. Which very excited to play this again. Alan Wake is one of my favorite games. I won't spoil the ending of the Control DLC, but everybody who's excited for more Control needs to play Alan Wake now. Just so you're clear.
I'm gonna watch the video. I'm not playing Shadow Monster game. I'm good.
You watched the showcase. You saw what I meant by the combat, yes?
Yeah, it looked really unappealing for me. Like, nope, not doing it.
It's very good. It's not the way Control is for anyone who's wondering. It's like it's linear. Like environments are a little open, but like it's not like Control. So like you're not gonna be going back and forth. It's a linear story. So very, very excited to play that again. So
yeah, a lot of people are really hype about it. People really love Alan Wake and the fact that it's coming back. And this is also its first time on PlayStation. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to do well. And as we mentioned earlier, the price is very
it's
very nice.
Yeah, it's like $30 in the States, 40 in Canada. I wonder if they'll eventually release American Nightmare on PlayStation as well. So
they should. I hope so.
They might as well get it all out there for people to see going into the next Control game, so you can get the full picture of all of the shenanigans going on in that world.
You can be fully wake.
I'm gonna beat you with a stick.
Then after that, much to Donnie's chagrin, we got GTA 5 and the GTA Online, which we got a release date of March.
So here's my favorite part. This thing was supposed to come out the same fucking day as the Skyrim remaster. So here's my question. It's a GTA game. Did it need the polish, or did they just not want to compete with Bethesda?
I don't think it had anything to do with Bethesda. Rockstar just does what the hell they want. Like, they're going to push games. They just do what they want. And they wanted more time, so they're going to take it.
Got pushed from November 11th to March 2022.
If
And I'll be there day one, baby.
If anything,
I feel like
Bethesda wouldn't want that smoke with GTA 5. To be honest.
Right. I feel the same way.
This game has been out for like 30 years and it keeps selling for some strange reason.
People keep buying it.
I'm gonna buy it again.
Holy shit.
So
yeah, I feel like that trailer to me didn't look great at all.
No.
It looked like
also
it still looked like
they were like expanded and enhanced gameplay and then did not elaborate on that.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
That
It
dude's
just
gonna
looks just
expand
like the
your
PC version.
Also, I will say the
Exactly.
seamless character switching is actually seamless though, which is nice as opposed to the 2.5 minute load times when switching characters on the PS4.
Yeah, honestly, I swear this is just the PC port because the PC is pretty much instantaneous, like it's seamless. So I feel like this is literally just the PC port of the game. I'm surprised it's taking as long as it is to port that version because the PS5 is basically built like a PC, but it looks literally like the PC version of the game.
I'm sure there's more expanded. What does that mean? Do we finally get the single player DLC that they recorded voice lines for?
That is my guess. That is what I was thinking when they said expanded. So I was like, "Oh, you're gonna say what the expanded part?"
Because don't forget, like Ned Luke, I forget the guy's name who played Franklin, and
Just
Stephen
say that.
Ogg.
Just say the characters. Damn it! Who are these names of these actors?
I respect the craft, sir. Ned Luke, Stephen Ogg, and the guy who plays Franklin all did record audio and voice for a DLC that never released. So
Maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll hear more about that in December. Who the hell knows? Maybe
Yeah,
we'll
they
get
said
Game Awards. I feel
we'll-
like the
we'll
Game
get-
Awards feels like it makes more sense. for this.
they said we'd get more info later this year, leading up to release. So
Game Awards, I feel like will be where we'll see it because that's going to cover probably a larger base than just the PlayStation.
let me just tell you though, if they actually do release that DLC, this thing's selling like hotcakes more than it already is because people want single player DLC from Rockstar.
Can I just buy the DLC instead? That's what I really
No.
want. I don't want to rebuy the game. I already
You'll have to
it
rebuy the
on
game.
4 platforms. I'm not buying it again.
You know you'll have to rebuy the game.
Fuck that.
You know that's how Rockstar's gonna work. You're gonna have to rebuy the game.
And I won't play it because I'm not. I have it on PS3, PS4, PC, and Xbox. I'm not getting this game again. I didn't even buy it all those times.
All right, what's next?
Next up was Ghostwire Tokyo.
This game does not look good.
I wouldn't say that it doesn't look good. I think it appeals to certain people. Certain people are thinking it looks cool. It looks cool. It's not for me.
Yeah, no.
It looks cool.
I know you're not really a horror game person, Dev.
This was horror.
We don't know what the hell this is even
It's
is.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be a horror
Didn't
game.
feel like horror to
It's
me.
made by Tango Gameworks. It's supposed to be a
They make
horror
horror
game.
games?
That's what they do.
Evil Within.
They made the Evil Within.
That's definitely a horror game.
But fucking this does not look good. And also the shakeup with what's her name? The director who left like right after this she was announced as being the director. Yeah, I don't know that this game's gonna turn out well. Also,
This
it
is
was
not
supposed
a game that I followed at all.
it was supposed to release this year, and then like we still haven't had an official delay. So
Yeah. Looks weird. Looks interesting. Looks like something that Kojima would be trying to make.
Yeah.
But I feel like Tango Gameworks does games like that. Even Within, it's a weird game. It's incredible, but it's super weird.
Evil Within 2 is even weirder.
Yes. So I'm.
Delvins, you're gonna play this game, aren't you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm excited
There
for
you
this
go.
game.
There we
Little
go.
Delvin's
That's
excited
what
for
I
this
wanna
game.
hear.
This is
That's what I wanted to
a Delvin-ass Delvin game if I've ever seen one, but
Yeah,
it
literally.
doesn't look good.
And
All
both
right,
Delvin's are excited for it.
just because I know
There
we're
it
running
is.
on time and you got to record a second show today, Delvin. What's the next
Yes.
game?
But that's way later. We're at the actual.
You got to go to
time.
church, sir. I know you do.
I've got time. Let Delvin enjoy his Ghostwire Tokyo. Damn it!
It looks good. Ghostwire Tokyo looks good.
Next up, Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm
October
all in
26th.
on this.
Is what the
This is October
only actual
26th.
game coming out. Yeah. So I don't know. That's just moved.
So
Buy this.
let me just point out again. Don't understand why you can only play as Peter Quill, but I was excited to play it. Then this trailer came out, and man, did none of those jokes land. The reference to Cosmo the dog, definitely cool. The other stuff, those jokes did not land. They were not good.
I disagree. I think they all landed just fine. I thought it was hilarious. I still don't really want to play the game. Like, it looks cool. It's just I just don't feel like playing this game. That's all.
I'm excited for it. I think it looks cool. It looks fun. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think.
I mean, I like Guardians just fine, but like, I'd rather play as literally any character other than Peter Quill.
I can see why you say that. I feel like a lot of people feel like that, but I'm hoping the game is good. And I think this is, I know, contrary to what Donnie says, because Donnie says he's sick of Marvel stuff, but people want more Marvel stuff. And this is the type of Marvel stuff I want to see in terms of, if you're going to do a Marvel game, stop giving us the same 3 characters over and over again.
You want to give me a Marvel game that I'll be very excited for? Give me Spider-Gwen. Give me Kitty Pryde.
I'm fine with that. Give us different stuff.
Give me a fucking Kitty Pryde game.
Give us stuff that in terms of superhero games, period. We always seem to get the same ones. Spider-Man, Batman, the same Iron Man to an extent.
I will say, though, I'm very excited for Gotham Knights because you get to, like, the Bat fam is getting some love. Also, while we're talking about this, please go read Wayne Family Adventures, and let me say this equivocally. If I ever catch someone writing Bruce Wayne as hitting his children again, I will hunt you to the ends of the fucking earth. I do not care. Yes, it is. It is a thing. Fuck Frank Miller. Stop writing Batman as hitting his kids. Please go read Wayne Family Adventures. It is very lovable. It is free to read online. It's a very nice comic about Batman having family time with his family.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I'll link it to you later. Yeah. It's very up your alley, Delvin.
All right. But I like when Marvel, and this gets back to our story a little bit later, that when they're going outside the box and picking characters that we would think they'd make a game out. Like, give me Blade. Give me Doctor Strange. Give me Ghost Rider games. This is the type of stuff I want to see. Spider-Gwen. Even with the Avengers game, Kamala Khan was the main character in that game, whether you want to believe it or not. Give me stuff like that.
What do you mean whether you want to believe it or not? Like,
because there are some people
definitely the main character thread there.
There
was a lot of time.
People not happy about that.
There was a lot of time where like you don't play as Kamala, but even still, she's the main factor driving the story forward in there. Even if you're not playing as her, even if you're forced in certain sections.
The marketing doesn't really show that as much. You have to play the game to really know it. So, like, if you look at the narrative around the game, like Kamala Khan is almost an afterthought, which is unfortunate.
Yes,
but she is the main driving factor for that game, and it's really good story.
Yeah, I want to say she's probably the best part of that game in terms of that story.
Also, it's very much like one of the best Inhuman stories they've done. I still think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did Inhumans better than the Avengers game, but, that's personal. That's a personal bias. But also, the TV show had more time to flesh that out. They did the Inhuman story for, like, 2.5 seasons. I mean, but Daisy Johnson was a main cast member. They can't just ignore Inhumans after she activated her powers.
Yeah, but I enjoy...
I'm a fan of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I love that show.
I know you are. That's why I brought it up.
I enjoy Marvel, and I want to see what DC as well. Go out there, make games off of characters we don't
make a fucking Superman game, even if it's a Telltale style game. I know you've got writers who can do that well. Give me a Tom Taylor written fucking Superman game.
I was gonna say Constantine.
I don't know the Constantine. I don't know the Constantine would work as a game. It'd probably have to be more like the Midnight Suns game, which watching people get upset when they saw the game. That was fucking.
Give me Constantine like Devil May Cry or something. Like, I'll take that. Let's go.
That's not how Constantine works as a character.
I don't care. I just give me a Constantine game like Devil May Cry.
I feel like you could do some things with Constantine that'd be interesting.
Yeah. All right. So next up was Blood Hunt Vampire the Masquerade. I don't think
I don't care anything about this
some weird PvP game.
It's not just a PvP game. It is, and I don't know how you do this because the entire point of the Masquerade. Hi, vampire nerd here. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. The entire point of the Masquerade is that humans don't know that vampires exist. Like, you are supposed to blend in. This entire game defeats the concept of the Masquerade. So why did you even title it Masquerade? Like, it's literally titled...
It's called Blood Hunt.
No. The Vampire the Masquerade is literally in the top corner of the logo.
But the Blood Hunt is way bigger. Not. Like, it's considered Blood Hunt. It's in the Vampire the Masquerade, like, series,
Universe.
but it's
That's
called
what I was
Blood
trying
Hunt.
to think. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
There's a series
it's in the
like
universe, but the name of the game is
Which
Blood Hunt.
defeats the purpose of the Masquerade, though, if it's in universe, which is stupid. But it's a
It's
battle
just
royale.
their take
It is
on a free-to-play third-person battle royale game set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe.
I'm going to save us all this headache. This game looks dumb. I do not like how this game looks at all.
I love vampires, and I ain't playing this. I'll play Bloodlines 2 when that comes out eventually. Apparently, it's been rebooted again, so we'll see how that works.
See, I don't think it looks dumb. I think the concept is pretty cool. I have no desire to play as vampires, but I think it might find a little niche of people who like battle royale games and like vampires and all the different factions. Like, it's got a good premise. It's just I don't really care.
All right, what was next?
Next up was Deathloop, which we've seen 40,000 times already.
Yeah,
I
we
told you it
ain't
was
talk
going to
about
be
this.
here.
Yeah, you
I
did
think
say it was
awesome.
going to be here.
I'm excited for it.
It does
We'll
look
play it
awesome.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Can't wait.
Speaking of, because I'm not waiting until the end, I will be streaming this game on Tuesday. That's right, everybody. I'm going to stream. And I'm making this announcement now. I can't confirm that it'll be every week, but in weeks where Delvin and I aren't recording our podcast, I'm going to try to stream at least once. At least once. I don't know that I can commit to a schedule because work do be hectic and the holidays do be coming up. So,
yep. So yeah, Deathloop out next week. That's all we're going to say on it. Pick it up.
Yes.
Next was
What do you
something
mean?
that I think was a.
What do you mean out next week? It's out on Tuesday. This
That's
comes
next
out
week for me.
tomorrow.
Couple
That's
of
next
days.
week for me.
Couple
I don't consider
hours.
Sunday is still like the weekend for me. It's this week. I
Sir,
don't start on
my
Sunday.
work
My
schedule
week starts
is
on Monday.
my work schedule is literally Sunday to Saturday. Fuck you.
Whatever. It's your fault.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deathloop out very, very soon. Next, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves out in early 2022, whatever the hell that means.
I am platinuming Uncharted 4 again, and I will try to platinum Uncharted Lost Legacy. It has some more difficult trophies though than Uncharted 4 did, so we'll see.
Yeah, so this was a bit of a surprise for me. I mean, I knew they were talking about all the remakes for Uncharted or whatnot, so we were thinking we were gonna get like the original Uncharted remade or something like that. But to just basically do a PS5 native version of Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, was not expecting that.
Now we know why we didn't get a 60 FPS patch like pretty much everything else has gotten.
I like it. I'll be getting it. I love Lost Legacy.
Oh, I'm gonna play it. 60 FPS Uncharted? Fuck yeah.
I just don't know that I have any desire to go back to that. I didn't even finish Lost Legacy, and I don't want
Whoa. You didn't finish on Lost Legacy? I thought you liked Lost Legacy better.
I like the characters, but I was just tired of Uncharted. Like I'm Uncharted out.
It's a very good game.
I like Lost Legacy better.
It's more Uncharted. I'm here for the story. For me, Uncharted has never been about the gameplay. It's like I labor through the gameplay to get to the next cutscene. That is what Uncharted has become for me. So like by the time Lost Legacy came out, I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. I like the characters, I like the story, but I just don't feel like playing Uncharted.
I have played Uncharted 4 exactly 16 times. To get that platinum because
that is a lot of times.
Hi, speedrun trophies are a pain in the ass.
I hate their trophy list.
Fuck you, Naughty Dog. Fuck you. Beat our game in 6 hours and completely beat our game in 6 hours and completely defeat the purpose because cutscenes count towards the timer. So you have to skip the entire story.
Shenanigans. It's also coming for PC, which is also nice for a lot of people who have been wanting some Uncharted on PC, so it's going to come at sometime later than it comes on PS5. But
they said,
I know
like,
Rob will be real happy about that.
The blog post, literally, I know Rob was excited after I said it. Literally, I cannot wait, and by this I'm being totally sarcastic, for all of the mods that strip Nadine, Ross, and Chloe and Elena of their clothes, because you know they're going to come. So
these are things that I don't even think about.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internet, sir. This is going to happen less than 30 seconds after that game hits PC.
Wow. Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Look at what happened with
I
Resident
will
Evil
see.
2. Except it was funny in Resident Evil 2 because before doing it to Claire, they did it to Mr. X. He had no clothes
I
except
don't
the
even-
Speedo.
I don't even know these things exist. Why?
I saw that.
Why do
with
you
Resident
search these
Evil.
things?
I didn't
Why
have
do
to
you
search.
go looking for this stuff?
I didn't have to go looking for it. Twitter is a very fun place, my friends.
Your Twitter is a scary place, Haley. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't go there if I knew the way.
What was the quote Dev said? Take this sword.
But they did it to Mr. X, then they did it to Claire.
At least
Lord
they're
have
equal
mercy.
opportunity with it.
Yeah.
There it is. You know what I'm saying? Equal
With the
opportunity.
Resident Evil games, yeah, that's standard fare though.
So yeah, 60 frames, 4K, redone, early 22. Probably a full price title game. I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably.
They make this shit $70.
I don't know that there's going to be an upgrade path for this if you own them already. I doubt it.
No.
Yeah, they didn't mention it, so probably not. Here, $70. No, thank you.
I'll pay it. I don't care. Give me that platinum again,
Yeah.
baby.
Next up was something called Kid A Amnesia.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck that is. What the hell
So
is that?
Kid A is the title of an album, and then the rest is like something else. This is a Radiohead experience thing that's coming in November. Moving on.
I read it at first as Kid Amnesia. That's what I was
Mhm.
thinking, but it's not that. I don't know what the hell
No.
it is.
Yeah, it's some
But it's
experience by
coming in
Radiohead. And
November of this year.
yeah, and a lot of people thought it looked like Control at first, and then
But that's what I thought. I thought it was some Control stuff. But no, not at all. And then next was, I can't even pronounce this, Tachia. Chia. So the T is silent. I don't even remember what this is.
Pet the Crab.
This looks
Oh,
like a
was that
Dick Junior
game.
video game.
Also, again, I was watching the Easy Allies reaction. Huber made the joke about the guitar wheel thing and the Last of Us control scheme for the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I went and took a bathroom break when I saw this game. It's just not, those are not my type of games.
Yeah.
Seems like a Delvin game. You gonna play this one, Delvin?
Nope, looks like
What?
a Nick Jr. game.
Pet the Crab.
Like,
Did you not play the SpongeBob game?
well, SpongeBob is Nickelodeon. Like this
I'm
looks
just
Nick Jr. This is like, hey,
Hey, speaking
I
of Nick,
expect Stickly to
speaking
come
of
out and
Nick
tell us
Jr.,
something.
shout out to fucking Steve having to address the entire fucking nation this week.
Yes, Steve the GOAT, the legend.
I never watched Blue's
Dev,
Clues. I was
yeah,
too
I know
old.
you didn't. I know you
So,
didn't. But
I was like, oh, I know who this Steve guy is, but you know that's cool. That's how bad the world is. We need
he
Steve
came
to address
back,
the nation.
and then someone immediately tried to call it an op, like a psyop.
Oh my God, it's goddamn.
What?
Did you not see? Did you not see Garrett post that in
Again.
the Discord?
No, I was not looking at no. You guys' Twitter, you young people's Twitter
No,
is a scary place.
Garrett posted.
He's
it
like
in
your
the
age.
Discord. I
Yeah,
know
you
he
and
is.
Garrett are close to the
but-
same age.
I know we are. I'm
You
older than
nuggets.
Garrett. I'm pretty sure I'm older than Garrett. But he posted it in the random channel in the Discord of like a literal tweet of someone calling this a psyop, asking what Steve did in Afghanistan. I was like, Steve went to college, sir. Steve left the show to go to college.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright.
That's over my head.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Steve, for addressing the nation of all these children who watched you. We appreciate your services. Thank you.
Steve told me I look fine, and that's great.
There you go. There you go.
I love that. That was sweet. I love that. My son was a big, well, my son and daughter for that matter, were big Blues Clues fans. I used to watch it with them when they were kids and stuff like that. Went through the whole Steve's and
I've
change it over
seen
to
Steve, and I think it was Joe who was next. I've
Yes,
seen both
Joe.
those, but I haven't seen the third guy. So
yes, and seeing my son's face react to seeing Steve again and him addressing everybody into that role was
he
pretty
bald
cool.
now, though. He
Oh,
bald now.
That's why he left the show, by the way.
I know. Yes.
That's the legit reason why he left the show, because he started noticing his hair thinning out and he was getting older. He felt like he wouldn't connect and he felt bad about it. Also, they brought him back on the show as a
Yes.
detective.
Yes.
He went
I
to
know.
So
college
can
and
we-
became a detective.
You know who I need to address the nation? I need Mr. Rogers to address the nation. That
He's
is our
dead.
version of Steve. I know
Yeah.
that. But what I'm saying is like
we have
that
LeVar
is
Burton.
our version.
Okay,
That's true.
we can have LeVar
That's
Burton
true.
and not address the nation.
Ha-ha.
But
Nice.
also, given the whole Bob Ross situation, that documentary on Netflix is fucking wild, by
Fantastic.
the way. But the whole Bob Ross situation, I'm not sure you want the Mr. Rogers Foundation to be addressing the nation right now. Because
What
that's
the
someone going to expose dirt on
Well,
Mr. Rogers.
Well, the Bob Ross. Check out the Bob Ross doc. It's very fascinating. Bob Ross
I didn't
apparently
watch
was a
Bob
great
Ross when
human
I was a
being.
kid, so I could care less about Bob Ross at this point. I didn't even.
Okay,
I-
Happy
what
Blue
was-
Trees. What
okay,
the fuck ever.
All right, we're at 2 hours. What's the next game?
The next game was a bombshell. Marvel's Wolverine.
That was cool.
Just this little simple trailer. I had no idea what it was. I was like, what the hell is this? And then you see the schnick, and you see the claws come out, and you're like, oh.
So
Insomniac, how are you making this? Where the hell do you have the time to do all of this?
I want to call out 2 reactions here. Shout out to Blessing Adeoye Jr. for literally the second the Insomniac logo appeared up. He's like, take a break, goddammit. And Andy Cortez, who as soon as he saw the cowboy hat and the guy sitting at the bar, shouted Wolverine. And then everything happened.
That was cool. That was a cool moment. That was awesome. And I think it makes perfect sense to me because it's Sony was, I guess, who owns licensed Spider-Man, gave us Insomniac Spider-Man, and they did a bang-up job with it.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, okay, what else? I'm quite sure it's something like, hey, can we kind of have that one too? You're like,
Hey,
hey,
see
why
all the
not?
references in that trailer, by the way?
I saw some of them. Yeah, it's awesome. I think that since Insomniac's gotten to that point where they can work on whatever they want to work on them, and they're probably I wouldn't be surprised if
They have a third team now, by the way. One of those teams is working on a multiplayer title, so that'll be interesting to see.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Marvel Insomniac games.
Yeah.
I'll go as far as say
Marvel Universe.
I'll go as far to say I wouldn't be shocked if after this Wolverine game comes out, hey, there's a Marvel's X-Men.
Yeah,
probably.
Wouldn't be at all surprised. Basically, Sony just bought Marvel.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got Bethesda, we're going to buy Marvel. That's what it looks like. So.
Well, Marvel video game license, they can't afford to buy Marvel.
I don't mean actual Marvel. I'm saying just like they said, like Delvins said, they're buying IP. So if you get all the Marvel stuff, like fuck you, Bethesda.
Yeah, especially when you get the stuff that people want to see.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Especially when you do it well. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks well.
It's just one of those things where you make a case where it's like, if you really love video games, you probably want to have all consoles. It is what it is.
And then the next trailer, also from Insomniac, and I'm bringing this up because shout out to Greg Miller and I being of the same track mind, and then it not being that. That was a fucking fuck you, Sony. That trailer was done that way purposely, and I know it was. The electricity hitting the light beam looked like a very specific kind of lightning.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, they're making another Infamous. Oh god, I gotta hear Haley talk about Infamous. Damn it! But it wasn't. I was like, oh, thank
God. I was so happy to see Haley Page.
I fucking fuck both of you. But also, they did that on purpose, and there's still a rumored Infamous game in development. So there's that too.
So I wonder if the rumored Infamous game was actually just Wolverine. Like people were thinking.
No. There's an actual different. There's a different rumor for an Infamous game in development, and it's probably gonna happen. However,
PS6.
I will probably.
Cole's dead.
Fuck you. No, he's not. Also, secondly, shout out to Kraven the Hunter being the guy talking for most of the trailer.
Yes.
And then fucking Tony Todd as Venom, everybody.
Venom.
So we
Venom.
We just said we don't care about Gran Turismo. We're just gonna skip right over Gran Turismo.
Yeah, we gonna just
Gran Turismo's a game. It's racing and it's coming. But Spider-Man, goddammit. It has Venom.
Hi, I don't care about Gran Turismo. You want to go play a racing game? Go play Forza Horizon 5. Gran Turismo
not a racing
garbage.
Game.
Look, Gran Turismo's good.
Gran Turismo is a racing game. It's
Gran
the real
Turismo,
racing simulator.
You're gonna be
real driving simulator.
You're gonna be spending 25 hours customizing your car and 6 minutes driving it.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend 25 hours customizing your car in Forza Horizon 5 and then spend 6 hours driving it because
Look, the only racing game I want to see is the return to the Need for Speed Underground franchise. Damn it.
I agree.
I mean,
I like
I
my
doubt
racing
you'll
games with
see
story.
Underground return, but you're getting a new Need for Speed game next year, so
If it ain't
like
Underground,
mine.
I don't give a fuck.
anyways, I do like the new update to Peter's suit for Spider-Man 2. Looks very cool.
I barely
didn't
noticed
even
it
notice
till people
the
pointed it out to me.
claws, Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the
The actual
deeper,
suit is different.
deeper reds, and the white has been like more ingrained into the suit. But on the thigh area of the suit, there's no more like webbing. Like it's just the blue pants. So looks very cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. I don't need to see anything else on this game. It's not coming
I
until
agree.
2023. I'm just gonna play it when it comes out. I don't give a fuck what else they do with it. Just inject it into my bloodstream. I don't need to see anything.
I'm excited for it. I got especially excited when Kraven the Hunter was talking. Like, oh, that's Kraven. That's a cool character used in the game. Then all of a sudden they showed Venom. I'm like, oh.
Also, my favorite thing,
Yeah.
by the way, is Kraven mentioning he wants to know which one of you will be a challenger, and even Venom goes, "We will." So, does that mean we're gonna play as Venom for a section of this game? And I don't mean Black Suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would be interested in that. I like I said, I theorized that maybe at some point Kraven takes the Venom symbiote suit and uses that. So I can see that being possible.
That would be interesting.
I
I'm
would
excited.
rather see Scorpion have it than Kraven, though.
That'd be cool.
Well, it's the thing that happened in the comics, and Eddie Brock beat the shit out of him to get it back. So.
I'm fine with that as well.
Yep.
Also,
No,
Let's expand this universe. I'm happy.
Also,
I'm excited.
keep in
Let's
mind,
fucking go.
Eddie Brock beat the shit out of Scorpion while human without the symbiote to get the symbiote back.
Well, Eddie Brock's
Look,
a big
man,
dude.
Eddie Brock don't fuck around when it comes to his Venom suit. Like he's not playing. Like look here,
Hey,
look here. That is us.
Again, also, I'm gonna get crucified for this, but Coach.
To Coach Mo, Eddie Brock is short.
Eddie Brock,
Everybody is short to you, sir.
Eddie Brock ain't gonna let anybody take the Venom suit when the Venom symbiote will literally help him finish. Let's go with that.
Again, what?
I don't know how we
Why?
got there.
There is
Why,
an actual,
Haley?
there was an
No.
actual issue of Marvel
No.
Comics where the symbiote helped Eddie Brock do that.
Wow.
I don't even know why. Why did we go there?
I
Because
appreciate
it's fun.
it took
So
100 episodes, but Haley is just morphed into girl me at this point to notice these type of things and say them out loud.
just
You didn't think I was going to
man.
mention that when we're talking about Venom? I
I
mean,
didn't even. I don't. These are
I
things
mean,
I don't
I
need to
had-
know.
I had this on the ready, and you didn't think I was going to bring that up.
I didn't know that was a thing. So hell no, I didn't think he was gonna bring it up. Jesus Christ!
Shout out to
just
shout out to the
why?
symbiote being a top, by the way.
Cue the Mr. Krabs meme. Just what the
When Donnie
So
gets
we thought the
this
show
far-
ended.
When Donnie gets this far, he's gonna kill me.
He's not still here.
I don't know. Maybe. But
In it now.
So we thought the show ended, and then we got that little extra. But wait, there's more coming right now. And we got the true drop that everybody was waiting for. God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
It's alive. It's a thing.
also,
It's not being directed by Cory Barlog, which is makes perfect sense for all his. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
oh, me? No, I'm just like, I like that they spoiled the ending of God of War 1 like right in the opening. So like anybody who hasn't played it just had a giant reveal spoiled for them.
Not necessarily. Because you don't know, like, if you don't know that that's the ending, it's not necessarily a spoiler. You're just like, why are they talking about that? Like, I don't know if it's necessarily a spoiler because there's no context. So,
Like, I mean, sure, but like, I'm very surprised they dropped that like 30 seconds into the trailer.
Maybe it's a way to get people to be like, look, you ain't finished God of War 1. You need to go back and play that so you can know what the fuck we're talking about.
I kind of want to go play God of War now.
It's so good.
I just played it this year, so I'm good. I played it with the 60 frames. I'm happy. So
you should get the platinum.
Not gonna happen.
Don't you got to beat the Valkyries for that?
Yeah.
Yes,
That's not happening.
I've beat 4 of them. I
beat all 9.
But I'm done. I don't want to go back.
I beat all 9.
I can't.
Congratulations.
I don't have the strength.
Congratulations. I don't have the desire.
It's actually a very easy platinum. The only challenging part is the Valkyries. Everything else is just collectibles, like the 51 ravens, the 12 treasures, and the 12 stories that you find, which are Norse lore. But other than that, it's literally just beat the story. So,
yeah, that's time commitment. I don't have. No.
Game looks amazing, by the way. It looks great.
Yeah.
Oh,
different.
Before we even get
people
there,
are mad about.
All these fucking idiots on Twitter complaining
People
about Thor when he looks literally accurate to the fucking Norse mythology.
Yes.
Yeah. People, you're all dumb. The internet is dumb. They're mad about Thor being Thor. Like, this is not the MCU, damn it.
Yeah. Also, I saw a guy being mad that they're using the same boat animation from fucking God of War 1, and I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. It took them 10 months to get that animation down. Of course they're not changing it.
I don't understand why people are mad about like reuse assets and stuff. We're in the same fucking place.
Either.
Like, part of it is still spending time in the Greek world. Like, why wouldn't they reuse the same place that they already built? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just like, also I've seen I saw a developer quote tweet them and going, tell me you know nothing about game development without telling me you know nothing about game development. And exactly. All these people are idiots. Like, they're not, like, I saw some guy like go, and I don't know if he was trolling or whatnot, but one guy go, well, this just looks like DLC for God of War 1. And I'm like, sir, it definitely looks better than God of War 1, first off. Second,
yes,
it's more God of War. What do you want? Did you want a radically
different? The other
different
problem
art?
is if you're watching the real live, like the real time, like thing, it's 1080p compressed, so it's gonna look different than if you go back and watch the 4K version of the video, which looks fucking incredible.
It does. And even still, though, like, what did you want? A completely new art style, all brand new assets? Like, what do you fucking want?
I feel like it creates so much better symmetry when it feels like you're back in that world.
Yeah.
It literally feels like, yes, we're back. Let's go. Let's continue this story. Let's see what's going on. I'm excited for this game. I think it is going to be fucking fantastic. Will it come in 2022? Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe. I feel like there's a very good chance of it actually hitting 2022. I feel like that studio has been hard at work. I feel like they've already laid so much of the groundwork for it. They got the 60 frames per second patch for PS5, so it's not like they don't know what they're doing with the system. So I really think there's a strong chance of it actually hitting in 2022.
Yeah, I agree.
It's great. It's gonna be great.
Trey's might got himself a little PYT, so hey.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, sorry. You know who that character is, yes?
Yeah, I googled it.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't know who it is. I don't
want
to be spoiled.
I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Delvin knows.
Yeah.
That
is a little something more than a PYT.
Yeah.
Look, she's a PYT regardless. All right. Let's go, Atreus. I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm rooting for you, Loki.
Also, I like that this thing is literally starting like probably right where the special ending to God of War started, and then jumping forward a few years because the blog post says it takes place a couple years later.
Yeah, I mean it would have to. Atreus is older.
Yeah.
I mean, puberty hit that kid like a brick.
Also, I will say this: the story to what happens in that thing will probably be the guiding light of what's the story. This whole thing is about. Like, we think, because when I saw that happen, I don't want to give too much spoilers about that. I'm like, is it gonna go down? It doesn't necessarily have to go down. You know what I mean?
It'll probably happen the same way the Baldur fights in God of War 1 happened. Like, that'll probably be the starting fight, and then you'll probably encounter him later as an actual boss fight. Yeah. But game looks great. All 9 realms will be accessible in this. Mm-hmm. So Also, it's confirmed that Thor and Freya will be the two main antagonists for this game.
Yep. Which makes me sad. I really liked Freya. I don't want to fight her.
I did too.
I mean, I liked her too, but also like she big mad because
I mean, yeah, you did what you did, but it had to be done.
I mean, yeah, he was gonna kill you, but she don't care.
Let's get along, Freya. Let's come on. Let's be friends. Let's have a.
Also, did you notice that when she
fruition.
swung her
Let's hang out.
sword, it stopped Kratos' shield from finishing? Like she didn't actually crack his shield; it just literally like couldn't finish clasping.
Yeah,
looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks great. Can't wait for it.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, I also like
Coach Hulk size.
Yeah, it also looks like they're
It's
using
giant.
the blades of chaos for traversal now, so that looks cool.
I like it.
And there's
God,
dog
more.
sledding. So the question is, can you pet the dog?
Of course.
Are you gonna pet the dog or are you gonna?
Hell no, I'm not gonna pet that damn dog. I don't give a fuck about that dog. I don't care about that dog. I don't even want to bobsled if I don't have to. We good. Nah, we let's run.
You're gonna have to bobsled, and you know it.
What if you're part of the Jamaican bobsled team?
Cool Runnings?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You never seen Cool Runnings?
No.
Based off a true story.
Did that movie come out in 1995?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably why I haven't seen it.
Well, you need to amend that. But you can't watch anything else until you watch Stranger Things. That's the first priority.
I agree.
Be like Elsa. Let it go.
No. You would love Stranger Things.
It's in my queue. I will get to it eventually.
Two things you love, Stranger and Things.
Bingo. That's this whole podcast has been. This whole episode has been Stranger Things.
Eddie Brock is a bottom.
That is the perfect way to end this show.
Well, that's going to do it for episode 100 of the PlayStation Experience. We hope you enjoyed yourself. Please feel free to holler at us and give us a follow over on the Twitters at PlayStation XP because it ain't over yet. It's going live. It's going monthly. It's going to be a Patreon exclusive. So please feel free to join our Patreon. $3 a month is going to be a ton of additional content now. We're really trying to make sure that the patrons are really getting some quality content for their $3 patronage. So yeah, definitely check us out. PSXP will be back. Be a little different. It's going to be the Delvin and Haley show. It's going to go some places. It's going to be a weird, fun, fantastic PlayStation good time where you're going to hear such things as Eddie Brock is a bottom.
I did not expect you to repeat that line for line, but thank you. It's also probably going to go off the rails faster than it has here.
Yes.
100%. You're in for a wild fucking ride.
Yes.
Right?
But,
with that in mind, I'd like to give a thank you to our patrons at the producer level. Mr. Edwin Callow, AJ Pentecost, Chris M., myself, Skrills69, Joe Wilson, Josh the Bonesaw, Borboni, Kyle Heyman, Nick Creature, Nick Fall, Paul Calicote, RJ Kern, Stevens, Keller, and Zach Adams. Thank you all for joining us in the journey that is PSVG. And with that in mind, let the people know where they can find you, Haley.
You can find me over on Twitter at Shepard Zarel. You can find me on your gaming platform of choice at Haley Zarel. Now that I have an Xbox, let me just say, you can add me there as well. It's the same gamer tag as PlayStation. Here's the thing. You add me, please send me a message. I am not adding blank profiles. Because half the time you're like, I don't know who you are. And sometimes you're a level 1 account with like no games, so I don't know where the request came from. Like, please just let me know who you are. Your message can literally just be PSXP or PSVG. Boom, I'll add you.
Or Eddie Brock is a bottom.
Sure, let's go with that because I'll know where you got it from. But you can also follow me on twitch.tv/Haley'sReal. I have to work tomorrow night. Well, when this comes out on Monday, I have to work tonight until 9. Game doesn't launch till midnight Eastern, but I'll probably stream for about a couple hours of some Deathloop. And then I can't have a confirmed schedule yet, but definitely try to stream a little bit there in between. And if you wish to follow my shenanigans over on Tumblr, it's HaleyZarel.tumblr.com.
There you have it. Delvin, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Delvin_Cox. Check out the Delvin Cox Experience anywhere you get podcasts and check out Play Some Video Games.
Yep. And I'm Dat Ninja Dev. Pretty much everywhere you can find me weekly on the Play Some Video Games podcast and in our Discord, which you should just come and hang out and talk some trash.
And
because it is
tag
a
Delvin about
mighty
how
fine
awesome
time.
French toast is.
No.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You gotta
Now-
tag him. You gotta tag him
now
in
you
general
have to go-
about French toast.
To my advocate, Coach Mo.
You can do that. Coach Mo don't be in the Discord enough to protect you, brother.
I don't be in the Discord enough.
But if we tag you, you will show up.
Every time we tag you, you show up. So I don't
Yes.
know
Yes.
that works for you, sir.
Yes.
So tag Delvin in general. Let him know 3 reasons why pancakes suck.
No. And I will direct you to Coach Mo so he can tell you the list of how things go.
Yeah. And with that, long live play.
PlayStation